What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. We're on YouTube's this time, so no intro music. Otherwise, the Google Giants will kick us off stream, so we don't want that happening. But we are here for the GlobalUnreal sDOM 2 All-Star Game. It's basically just an opening exhibition match between Team North America and Team Europe, captained by Fear and Monk, respectively. So they've selected their players who they feel are the best representations of their respective communities, have assembled their teams, and we're going to see some high-level shock domination play here tonight. I believe it's a best of 5, but I haven't gotten confirmation of that yet. I'm waiting to hear for sure, and also trying to get the server IP information, getting in there. I think I'm in the right server right now, but right now I'm just kind of messing around. Not exactly sure when this is going to get underway, but you know, of course, it's UT. Gaming in general, or we're always late for stuff, so
yeah, it's UT. It means it'll start an hour and a half late.
yeah, and then although the nice thing about this is that there's no overtime. There cannot be overtime, and even
no, they're not.
So we don't have to worry about a map taking 3 hours like EC2.
Like I said,
Yes.
we don't have to watch Dooku from last week all over again.
Oh man, that one was. It was how long was it? Like a little over an hour, right?
It was about an hour.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. I mean, because the other maps actually went regulation.
And the thing about Dooku is that it's so fast and there's so much action, it doesn't seem quite as long. Whereas like an EC2, it's just a lot of people dying before they even get to the base or to the flag, you know. So it's kind of not quite as entertaining to watch for so long.
Right. I can try and find out the server if you want. I think it's probably going to be IP1 because I believe there's certain maps.
I see them in there right now.
There's certain maps that have been updated, some last-minute updates. I know Nitro had a bug on Flow where that ramp was glitched. You couldn't dodge up it, but Kim's has fixed it.
Gotcha. Nice.
There's a few other changes to some of the other maps. So I think they're going to want to play the correct ones. I know Olden had a problem with a pillar that you could walk through, but I think that's been fixed. But it's only on certain servers, is what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll go ask. I'll be right back.
Okay. Mr. Green's investigative.
From my understanding, it is 5 maps.
Best of 5. Well, so is it a best of 5, or are they literally just going to play 5 maps?
When I talked to Mike earlier, he said that it was best of 5.
Okay, so
I don't know how much he knows.
yeah, because I know sometimes in these exhibition games they'll play out the maps regardless of if someone swept 3 maps or whatever. I don't know.
I was gonna say when I was playing CS with him, he was trying to. He said it was best of 5, and he'd play when he was done.
Okay.
How much of that is true? I have no idea.
Looks like some people are asking about the lineups. I don't have a fancy way to show them to you, so I will bring it up on the forum post. I'll go ahead and do that for you. Again, these were selected by their captains. In this case, Team Europe captained by Monk from Great Britain, and of course Fear, the North American. And you can see the roster for North America, or Merca, is Pete, Fear, Rummy, and Shots from USA, and we've got Cud, Paco, Rain, and Spidey from Canada. And I believe Fear said that Rummy is actually not here, so that could be a big blow to them, as he's a pretty strong sDOMer. But still, an all-around solid lineup for Team North America. And then I think a little further down we'll find there we go, there's the European roster. Got Bled, Bug, Humpty, Monk, Ramdrop, Ravenix, Sense, and Rick James. I guess he's on there as the mascot.
Rick James?
It's kind of a troll.
That's what I figured.
The funny thing is, Rick James is a very... He's a big Unreal Tournament fan, and so he likes to delve into... Find the old video clips of the old past stars and stuff like that. And someone pointed out that you seem to all be European. And he's been a captain a few times and drafted in all European teams, even though he's from like some boring state like Idaho or something.
Yeah, I think he's one of those self-hating Americans. He's like,
yeah.
He's like, these guys don't represent me. Trust me, embrace me, Europe.
Yeah, so they drafted him in the European team, kind of as a funny little deal.
Reward troll. That's what it is.
Yeah. So
I was gonna
are
say,
we?
I don't know if you ever seen the Microsoft Paint version of Rick James's house I ever made.
Oh yeah, I did. That was kind of like the one that Porsche made for Rutsy, right? Back
Oh,
in
I've
the
seen
Yeah.
that. That's funny.
day. Yeah.
So are we playing Tempest first?
I think so.
Here, I'll ask.
Monk told me
They
that the
say
map list
yes.
would be the same as last All-Star game, except for one change, which would be um, deck. I think they're sub a deck in, but I don't know for what.
Okay. Well, if it was, I was going to explain the differences and then the maps. No one seems to be responding. That's fine.
What do you mean, like some of the changes they've made?
Yes, a lot of the maps have been changed. Even some of the maps that everybody's like, "Oh no, this is my favorite map ever." They've still thrown some changes in it. And I think it's kind of changed the way some of the points are played.
Okay, yeah, that's well, I'm in game for Tempest, so maybe you could kind of talk through some of these changes, and I'll
Yeah.
try to show them off.
I don't know what you're looking at, but if you
I'm in
go,
the belt
you know,
room right now. It
All
seems
right,
like
in the
that
belt room.
elevator's new, right? In the belt room, or has that always been?
Yes, the belt room has an elevator that is
right
new,
across
and that's
from the
actually able to lift jump to the the belt that's up there. The belt's in the same place, but that lift allows you, the guy who plays low, get up there faster, get down faster.
I like that dynamic because the guy having the high ground has such a huge advantage because it's a long path to get up there.
Yeah,
to
and
that
if you
belt.
stay in this area, if you head down the low tunnel toward Low Point, if you look on your right, that lift actually has a hole there.
Yeah, interesting.
And then if you go further into that room, there's actually a hole in the ground that drops down to that low point. So if you see, it's right next to the health pack.
Yeah, there you go.
Right underneath, I think that's
Wow.
the Ripper ledge above or something. I don't know. But yeah, that point's there. What they try to do with this map is the low point has always been kind of a I'll see you guys later in 20 minutes after I play this low point, and you don't really see them. They kind of made it more dynamic to where if your timing is right, you can go up and grab some things and come down. Also, some of the spawns that were initially bad for low point, now if you spawn there, like say near the belt room, you have a chance to actually grab more items and come down and contest the point more. It's actually become a lot. The point's a little bit more of a dynamic. It's still kind of a 1v1, but it's a lot more fun to play. There's different things you can do. Dropping down the hole unexpectedly is also it surprises the guy, and punishes him if he goes to roam and grab stuff.
And I like that it's not directly on the point, the drop. I mean, you're basically a dodge away, so you could still contest it if you're down there and the guy drops in. That might be a little OP if it was directly above it. So I like that change, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's also opens up for the low guy to even possibility of grabbing Keg, because he doesn't have to. He would only have one way to get down there before, but now he's got two ways to drop down to that point. So
Right.
I like that a little bit better. As far as other changes in this map, I think that's basically it. It's still mostly two armor players, with one of the armors helping out top. Top is usually your intense, mostly dynamic point. That's
Yeah.
a lot of sort of a specialized 1v1 time boots.
You'll
grab
probably
amp.
see some of your heavy hitters playing this point like Fear, because if you're playing this point, likely you're going to be controlling the boots, which allows you to control the amp. So you definitely want your amp in the hands of your big heavy hitter fraggers, guys like Fear, Shots, Rain, Monk, because that amp, for those of you who don't know, is perpetual. It's not where it expires eventually. It does not expire until that player dies. So if they can get the amp and stay stacked with health and boots and get support from their teammates, you can hold on to it indefinitely.
Yeah, I guess we could explain, like, no one knows what sDOM is. Shock Domination is 3 points in the map where you go and you take it, and forever many seconds you control a point, you count up. 350 points is an auto win, or until time runs out, whoever has the most. It's a 4v4, so 1 point gets an extra guy, or you can play it as an extra guy kind of roaming around, helping out, things like that. Health packs jump you to 100 health. And so basically, if you do the math, 3 vials gets you an extra hit. Health pack always gives you to 100.
Because the shock damage is different, right?
Yeah, the shock damage has changed a little bit. I don't know the numbers, but off the top of my head. But all I know is when I'm playing is I need 3 vials all the time, because
Right.
that gives me an extra hit.
Yep. And that's what
And,
it's about, is timing the number of hits to put a person down.
Yeah, and so there's no secondary combos. It's all shock primary. In case you guys were wondering, maybe I could do. It's not like combo gib. That would be kind of ridiculous.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the domination format, the combo being so powerful, it would be just ridiculously easy to spam a point and hold on to it.
Yeah, Unreal Tournament 99 is all about that combo, and I just got kicked out of the server.
Yeah, we're gonna need the password, and it is unfortunate because I mean I love the combo. I mean, moving combos are so great, but just really wouldn't work for the meta that is shock domination, and it's one of those things that you're gonna probably be a little skeptical about at first. I know I was coming from the weapons background, particularly weapons CTF, but it's really entertaining to play, and it's a little different to watch. There's not that focal point like a game with a ball. With the flag, I liken it to like football or soccer. You follow the flag. It's a very simple concept. A little more abstract with the point-based system with the control points, but it does give you another focal point, with those points. But it's harder to, I guess, convey what really constitutes a big play in sDOM as opposed to like a cap or a save in CTF. So really some plays that might not necessarily seem that huge, like preventing an ant pickup or rotate to retake control of a point. A little more abstract and less exciting, but still huge in the grand scheme of things for the game.
Yeah, and that's the other major change, of course, is the amp that is on forever.
Right, the perpetual amp, I think, is one of the most interesting dynamics of it. It makes getting that pickup so important, or at the very least, you gotta contest it when the guy does get it. Because if you allow him to get stacked, next thing you know, one man is controlling 2 points, and you have to go hunting. Like, there's a point where a team will have to basically abandon controlling a point in favor of taking out that ant player because he's exerting so much map control.
I don't even know if I'd say controlling a point, controlling all points.
Yeah, just kind of moving throughout the map, supporting as needed.
Yep, and it'll totally distract things. Plus, getting the amp is also a huge contest, and you can see people losing points because teams can't do the boost to get the amp. Amps are not usually in a place where you can just walk over and grab it. It usually takes teamwork. So
yeah, that's a good point too, which I like seeing because given that it is so overpowered now, given that it doesn't go away, you have to work for it, and it's not just where one guy with a belt can just hop over to and pick it up. He needs a teammate to support him, and if teams time it right, you don't even necessarily need to be stacked to contest it. Just kind of hit one of them to prevent the boost. Is really
the boost guy will die, and then this guy jumps off a ledge, and what? It sort of falls.
I thought you were gonna boost me. I got shot.
That's
what do I
do?
Grin on that map we played last week. Us and 2 other people fought for the amp for what, 5 minutes?
Yeah, I actually had a pug earlier today that me and Monk were playing against I think Rain and Scream, and there was an amp battle for about 4 minutes. Nobody could get it. Just close calls, but nobody could get the jump. Mess, if you need the password,
I got it. I just saw it. It was in TeamSpeak. I was checking IRC, and I was like, oh, okay, TeamSpeak. Nice.
Yeah, I actually poked Monk. He was kind enough to send it to me.
Appreciate it, Monk. He's actually the captain of Team Europe, and I believe will be playing as well, so that's going to be exciting to see.
Yeah, we're waiting on one more for America.
America.
Can we even call it America?
America. Miranida.
Mercanada.
Miranida. Yeah, so we're going to have to call it Miranida.
America. Well, that doesn't work. Kanurka? Kanurka?
Oh. Really?
Camp Kanurka?
High-level analysis provided by the 3 of us, as is to be expected.
Yeah.
The pronunciation of Merca. You heard it here.
Merca. Alright, so I guess they're trying to get their last player in. Rummy, of course, isn't here.
Alright, I'm in the server now.
They leave it to Rummy to not show up.
No, that SOB.
But that is okay. We'll still see some high-level play.
Oh, absolutely. That's why you have a roster of 8 because there's things come up, and of course, with a best-of-5 format, you're probably going to need to do some subbing, and maybe a guy has to go, or maybe you've got someone who's a specialist on certain maps. And I don't know, Grins, you could probably talk about that better than me. Is Are there, like, maybe not necessarily map specialists, more point specialists, like, say, low on peak, or statues on, what is it, campgrounds?
Campgrounds?
Right? Yeah.
Campgrounds, yeah.
I believe Paco's a self-proclaimed specialist on statues at campgrounds.
So
Yeah, that is true. There's a lot of players who specialize in only 1 point per map. That's usually how it works. Is you always play the same point over and over again and learn all of the little nuances to it. It's like you get down to timings. Like I kill this guy and I hear him spawn. I can't go do this because he's gonna be there fast, or I don't hear him spawn, so I have time to go grab this.
yeah,
So-
timing the pickups and then timing the retakes as well. Like, what are the best
Yep.
points to go at this guy given this situation?
Yeah, there's definitely specialists on different points. I wouldn't say there's like map specialists, but maybe you want to sub in a guy who's like, especially like you mentioned, peak low. That's a really specialized point that's super fast paced and takes a lot of positioning to not just get dominated. And so you might sub somebody in, like maybe USA will sub in like Spidey or something like that to play low instead of Rummy, because I think Rummy is a low specialist.
On peak.
But yeah, on peak.
Yeah.
I think that's something that we could kind of talk about here as we're waiting, is that this is a relatively, it's not a new mod in respect that it was created recently, but given the
It just
fact that it's
gained
been playing organized
popularity.
like this, right?
Yeah.
More popularity recently. It's been getting a lot of support, obviously, from GlobalUnreal with the inaugural season. We're going into the second now, so there's a lot of players who are completely new and don't understand the concept. They don't have the instincts yet, and then you've got other guys on the opposite end of the spectrum who know this game inside and out, which, you know, obviously most of the people playing in this All-Star game will fall into that category. But I think that's what makes it appealing, is that it's something new for you to learn, and that's kind of what I like, because I played in the dev games in Season 1 and eventually starting in some of the regular matches just by learning from someone more experienced than me. Like I had Spidey showing me the ropes, and you start to catch on, and you could play as a role player in this game.
Yeah, definitely. There are
I was
a lot
gonna
of
say,
different
I know
role players.
my team last season, we played with a dev player almost every match. Actually, it was Kems was the person that stepped in a lot.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because you've got a lot of players from all different types of backgrounds playing this game. The Instagib CTFers, even some 1v1 or death matches, the weapons CTFers. It's a nice balance point between the Instagib and the weapons, because it is, you know, the one-shot system with the shock. I mean, obviously not one shot and then it kills you, but that's all you get is your primary. But at the same time, there's the power-up map control aspect that weapons players are used to.
Yeah, a lot of the timing of amps, belts, boots, even armors.
And even the
Yeah.
maps, you know,
Yep.
Tempest and Deck, and you know, there aren't a whole lot of just specialized sDOM maps. So most of these maps, as far as the layouts, are going to be pretty familiar to the players. It's just getting acclimated to the control point locations and the spawns. So it's something that I
Yeah.
think a lot of people, if they just give it a try, are going to be pretty surprised by how entertaining it can be. And you know, obviously this is to help promote the new season, so if you guys don't know, head on over to globalunreal.com and you can find the signups there for the next season, which will be open for another couple weeks, I think. So you know, you could study the tape on these games to learn the meta, because these guys will certainly be showing you how it's done.
Yep. Guess we could talk more about this map. This map specifically is usually, like we were mentioning earlier, low point kind of goes by himself. He kind of hangs down there in this little, I guess, is it called low or is it called corner? Called low tunnel, yeah.
Yeah, low tunnel. Yeah, you're
The,
right, because armor and high perch are kind of close to each other on the other half of the map.
Yeah, usually you put kind of a specialist down there who out by himself, and it depends on how you want to play it. You might play a guy who I think people call kamikaze, just always getting on there as much as possible without going for anything, and then you might want to play a player down there who's like, okay, you're going to take all the kegs. I want to deal with kegs on the map, so he'll time that. And then on the other points, high points, you're going to put your high-powered aim monster up there. Like I'm expecting to see it Fear up top, Fear or Rain for USA. I don't know what they're gonna put up top here. I think Blast said he's an armor player, so it's not gonna be him. Maybe Monk. Put Monk up there. that's more of your aim, timing boots, stacking up, coming back. There's a lot of little trick jumps, like you can jump from the small ledge above boots to the point if you time it right, or you can face plant and fall depending on how you do it, and if you mess it up or not. And then the amp goes into the main spawn room, is actually up on the rafters. I believe that's where amp is normally in Vault Tempest. I don't actually remember, but it requires
it's
boots.
in the rafters, right?
They're
spot?
practicing them.
Yep.
Practicing boosts right now. Most teams will actually. This is one of the few sDOM maps that does have boots, so that's kind of adds a weird dynamic. So instead of always going for the team boosts, people will time boots. It also helps out a whole bunch on high to have boots because you can get knocked off and then appear again.
Right, absolutely. The boots create a really nice dynamic given the tiered nature of this map. But
Yeah.
I also like the fact that you don't have to have boots to pick up that amp if you're coordinated enough. Like, you saw those guys practicing on Red Team that boost. So we'll definitely see that come into play.
Yeah, definitely. And then armor point is usually your two-man point. It's really high-paced. It's fast-paced. A lot of damage. The people at spawns are near it, so it's a lot of like just fragging. Even when I play, I don't even like to go drop down for armor. You almost don't have time to do that.
Yes. Usually it's more of a, hey, I'm covering the point, someone else come take armor.
Yeah, you want to save it for your amp guy or your high guy to grab it. Sometimes if your team is dominating armor, the high guy needs help, you'll send a guy up to high and try to snipe it, help get the guy off the point. But it's just you got one guy at least banging his head against the wall against somebody else. That point, and it's actually pretty fun to play because it's so fast paced, but it can also be extremely frustrating if you're getting dominated.
That is one of the things about
even get in
domination. It's that it sometimes can come down to what feel like isolated 1v1s or 2v2s because you're so, especially in close games where everyone's so focused on their own point, they can't really rotate to help because them doing so would concede their point, and it kind of defeats the purpose, essentially. It's like, I can't come help you retake your point because I'll just lose mine, and that's what's the point
but
of
then that's like some of your shot caller type thing. If you put a guy who's a shot caller and you say, you know what, we have to do this, and some teams will focus a lot on amp, some teams will focus only on getting points and even give up an amp.
Or give up a point. I mean, if you could control two exclusively, you can concede another point if that fits into your game plan, or if you kind of have to make that adjustment because you're just outmatched on a certain point. I mean, sometimes there's just not much you can do. Someone just has your number.
Yeah, it's true. So I don't know what I think they're trying to get their fourth player in. Yeah.
Like we said, typical UT competitive game.
Yeah, and then they vote campgrounds. We've been talking about Tempest for a while.
Oh, we can show off campgrounds now.
Yeah, campgrounds actually is pretty interesting. It's been totally reskinned by somebody, I forget his name, but somebody took it upon themselves, decided to reskin the entire thing. So I think it looks a lot better.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
There's initially an uproar. Why are you changing campgrounds? But I'm glad they did because statues. I want to find there. This is, if you know Quake, this is kind of a redo of the Quake map. That is an old classic. But in statues, a few things have been changed. They added a lift behind the back right pillar, which completely changes the point. So now there's another way up there, so you don't have to take that silent bouncer all the time, which is hugely annoying. They took the vials off the each point. The thigh pads are still there, but they've moved armor closer to the statue's points, which makes it viable to do that. There's also a health pack that was moved closer. Actually, it was under where the lift was. It's moved to the middle pillar, down on the ground, which makes you fighting the guy up top. You get bonuses trying to fight him. So the point is now it's a little bit different. They've also put 3 vials off the ledge to jump down to bouncer, which gives you an extra hit, so that I can test that when I'm playing statues all the time. Or I'll take 1 just to be a dick. The guy only gets 2. Something like that. But
there's the new elevator. I like that. That's makes it a little bit more even for the guy that's trying to retake it, because that high ground advantage is so big on this point. And this is one of those points that we talked about. It's you're kind of a man on your island over here, as usually you'll see the other 2 points kind of coordinating, supporting each other, whereas statues is just like, all right, good luck, buddy.
First blood.
Somebody said use the EU flag instead of the UK flag. I didn't know there was an EU flag.
Well, right now I'm using the captain's flag. I don't know if you can. I tried finding an EU flag for Team Europe, but I'm just using the nationality of the captains. Of course, Fear is from USA for Team North America, and Monk is British for Team Europe. I'm not sure if the stream control overlay has the Europe over. I know what flag they're talking about. It's it's
I didn't even know there was
with
one.
the stars, yeah, but I don't know if it's available. If Rav is in chat, he may know. He may actually be able to tell me the code if it's usable.
Oh well, I'm glad that American flag is being used instead of the Canadian. Lol.
Lolers.
So anyway, if you've never seen this map before, AMP. There's 3 points, of course. Bridge is the 2-person point. Originally, now they kind of play sort of a floaty guy who doesn't always play bridge. But anyway, bridge point naturally on the bridge, on above what would be red armor in the Quake map, is the AMP on a little ledge. It must be boosted too, unless you're using bunny hop hacks, which I'm sure are illegal, to get it off of one of the bouncers. There's an armor right underneath the AMP where the red armor normally is. That has not been changed. Some of the vials down there have been moved around, so I think there's extra vials down there if you fall, which helps out a bit. Belt is naturally in the very middle of the map, where I think the mega health is. Normal Quake. Then there's statues point that we've talked about, and then low point dungeons has been changed a little bit.
And it looks like I got the map picks in. The order is going to be America's pick, or excuse me, North America's pick first, then 2 European maps, and then the 4th map, if needed, will be America's second pick. So North America selected Campgrounds and Tempest. So Campgrounds will be the first map. And Team Europe selected Typhoon and Nitro. So the second map will be Typhoon, Nitro. The third map, Tempest, 4th map, if necessary.
Cool. But yeah, let me know if you're down in dungeons, and I'll show you what they changed down here.
Okay, I will head down there on the stream.
Yeah, dungeons is your traditional kind of a 1v1 down there map. He usually controls
the pads
belt.
room.
Yep, they opened up the room in the back. There's now pads in there, and it's kind of they moved the vials that were outside near armor. They moved them in, so there's still a little bit more to fight with there. Some of the spawns are kind of close, so you can have guys falling down from what would be ledge up a lot more. So it's kind of a weird. You also got to look up a few times type of point now, but it's a little bit more dynamic. You can hide behind that those bars. I don't think you can shoot through those, so but you can look through them. So it's a little bit bigger, better. Hopefully, I haven't actually played it the new way yet.
I used to play, at least when I played last season, that was my point, was dungeon. It was really frustrating if you were matched up against someone that just could out-frag you. It seems like these changes will allow someone who might not have the frag power to perhaps outsmart their opponent, you know?
Yeah.
Using that pads room to kind of camp. Because you didn't have a lot of options because it's so open down there. And you pretty much had just a couple angles to watch, so a guy with superior aim would just lay waste to you once they had control.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's pretty tough to retake.
Hey, is that Paco?
Yes.
Welcome, friend.
The only map I told Fear I'll play, and he picked it. He made me guarantee that I would win statues, so I figured I'd put more pressure on myself. Just
Who are you playing?
What's up?
Are you gonna play statues?
Yeah,
No, who are you playing?
the Europeans.
I don't know how
Sorry.
else to. I don't know how else to ask.
I'm playing Sens. I'm playing Sens.
You sure it's Sins?
I mean, maybe. I'm probably gonna be getting doubled.
Nah, you won't be getting doubled. I don't think so.
Sure. Do you know secret European strategies that you're not telling me? I thought
No,
we were
but
like
I
that.
don't think they're gonna double statues. I don't think it's worth it. I think they
Why?
gotta rely more on amp.
I don't think that they're gonna have sense in the game and not be playing him. But I'm gonna go talk to my team. So,
All right.
goodbye,
Well,
friends.
best of luck.
Good luck,
Thank you.
Paco. If you sit out, feel free to come join us for some of the other maps.
All right. Well, I intend on sitting out. I hope I don't play. Goodbye.
See
I'm
ya.
getting benched. What?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Because we know campgrounds. That's all you're good at.
All right, he's gone.
It's the exit burn. I had to go for it.
Yeah. But yeah, Paco is definitely good playing statues. He is self-proclaimed the best at it, but I don't know. We'll see.
He's gonna have to put up or shut up in this one because there are no slouches in this game. Of course, rosters of 8 for both teams, so plenty of depth to choose from here in this All-Star exhibition game. It's gonna be a best of 5. I'm gonna kick it off on campgrounds. Again, this was the North America's choice, and then it'll be 2 European picks, Typhoon and Nitro up next. Now, Typhoon's not a map I'm super familiar with, but Nitro, of course, the TDM map, DM map that I think a lot of people will recognize.
Yeah, Nitro's been around for quite a while. Typhoon is actually, I don't know where it came from, but it actually plays pretty fun.
I do like the dynamic of that map.
Yeah, it's
layout.
pretty open, and so I like how the 2 of the points are almost together, so you can fight each other off of points. And I think that was actually the very final game of last season for sDOM. There's a clip out there somewhere of Ravenix getting a multi-kill or something to completely seal it up for a team, because he basically won 2 points with a triple kill by
Nice.
killing 2 top guys and the corner.
Oh yeah, we
Or I
were
guess it's
streaming
called
that game.
Hideout.
I remember that. You and
Yeah.
I. That was a heck of a
so-
game.
Very in the wire, like 1 death and not touching your point sealed it up. So
Yeah,
I think they're
that's-
gonna get started here in a minute.
That's one of the interesting things is that you can see one guy really make a huge impact in the game coming up with a big play like that. And a lot of times it's so fast and furious it's even hard to catch it happening.
Yeah, there's so much going on. It is kind of hard to show on stream.
But just by the very nature, having 3 focal points on the map, in addition to power-ups which are focal points in and of themselves, it spreads out the interest. So it's hard to cover everything. As we do have the click-ins, we're going to get started.
Yep. I am going to focus on, looks like Belt is going to red right off the bat. He's coming up. It's Fear. Team America, he's coming in. He's going to take Bridge. This is going to be really bad if they get this amp. Fighting off one blue guy. He's hit three times. There we go. They're going to give it to Fear. Fear's going to get Belt, or amp number 1 and Belt. And he is going back up to Bridge off of the stairs. His Belt's gone. Health pack taken away.
Whew, Monk
gonna get
triple
the first
tapped
kill,
him there,
though.
brought him down to 10 HP, but Fear able to get the desperation kill. He's going to look to restack up now that he has that amp. He doesn't want to
he's-
waste it.
Got the health pack, so he's back up to 100. That's 2 hits on him. Bridge isn't even his. He's going to come back, shoot Blair right in the back. Picks himself up some armor. Fear is the type of player who will leave his point to stack up just to make sure that he cannot die with this all-important amp. He's on a spree. And if he gets situated in this bump room right here, he is going to be just a torture for Blue to take anything back. Oh, Sense feels the wrath of that amp. Goes down in 2 hits. Fear down to 41. Gonna jump off. Nice timing on that armor. Wow. Here, this is actually kind of dangerous. Going to dungeons. Ravenix feels some of the wrath of that amp. Here, I think, is waiting on this belt. They just took it. It's not there. Ravenix feels it again. The pain. As Red has 28 to 14. This amp is somehow still alive. Wow, how did he not die there? Blair goes down again. That's a rampage. Fear is going to get himself to 100. And Fear is just running rampant now. He's just causing all sorts of problems for every single point because somebody's going, oh, I got my point, and then I'm getting amped in the back. Fear's still alive. Gets hits twice, 3 times. There we go. Monk takes him down. And amp number 1 is dead, and next one should be up soon. Watching, they're going to pre-boost for it, block by Blair. This amp is up. They're going to go ahead and give it to Blair. Now it's European's turn to try and do this. Nope. Blair is basically deleted off the map before he can even fall. So right now I'm kind of watching Bridge Point go down. Europeans are trying to take that back, blocking Fear from going over. He actually craters. Says, ouchies, my femurs are broke. He's dead. Players now fighting for position. Amp is off the table for a while. I'd lost time on Belt. Not sure when that's going to come back. But, you have to ask, does your mic get muted, Mess? Oh well. Here. I think Amp will be up in a few minutes here. The score is actually 58-43 as Europeans are going to take bridge. Still watching them fight. Fear, I think, has 18 frags. He's tied with the highest with Paco with 18, so I think Paco's actually dominating statues at the moment, just like he said he was. Armor's up underneath Amp. Amp should be soon, as America goes ahead and controls bridge for right now. They're playing one in the bump room, one on stairs, which is normal. Stairs also has the time to try and peel away, or they have to watch the ledge, as Europeans actually take control of bridge and go ahead and grab this Amp. Let's see if they can actually do something with this time. Leg gets armor, deletes Unreal Shots, who's playing low. There's a second shot from Blad. Blad actually missed the point for a little while. Takes down Pete. It's Pete and Fear playing up high. I haven't actually watched who else they were playing. Blad under a lot of trouble now. Finds Pete, gets knocked off Fear, goes ahead and takes him down. And that wrap run was actually pretty quick. He tried to get set up in the bump room, which is a pain to take back. But he went ahead and did it successfully for just a minute. Monk, I think Monk just dodged off top by accident. I don't think he likes that. Anyway, score is 86-62 as America is barely hanging on to this lead. Checking around, I think Paco is indeed dominating statues right now. He's 38-12. Dungeon is going the way of Unreal... No, it's actually going Ravenix. It's basically tied. 26-25 down in Dungeon. So Ravenix and Unreal Shots have been duking it out right on top of each other. I think that point is going to go that way for the entirety unless somebody gets hot or somebody loses control of something. Their hand gets sweaty. Who knows? Bridge, I think, is going to be the major decider. If America loses Bridge, Europeans taking it. As far as power control, America's the only one that's had a major amp run from Fear. I think he went on to a dominating right when he died. Maybe one away. I don't know. Monk now in control of this bump room. You can see how he's just causing a pain for people flying up that. Much hanging on to it. Here goes the boost for Amp. They're going to give it to Blay again. If I can find him. He drops down, got himself at least 3 vials. He's down to up to 100 health. Fear gets lead off the map as Blay comes through. He's going to the bump room again. Nice dubs. There's the multi-kill. Already on a rampage. There's the Mega. There's the Ultra. Off the spawn point. Doesn't see a guy. Can't continue the spree. Gets Fear. I think this is going to be dominating. As Blad's doing. There it is. Multi-kill for dominating. There's a Mega kill. There's the Ultra kill. That spawn point is being abused by Blad. Now America. This is EU's time to come back. Blad drops down. Grabs himself some... armor, gonna get the health pack. He's up to 111, which I don't think is 3 hits. Actually, it is with armor, so doing pretty good. Picks up the all-important ammo. Belt is also on the EU side. Blat gets hit once in the back. Doesn't matter too much. Still got plenty of stack. I think that was the Belt getting hit, not him. Fear gets off the map. Blat a little bit away from an unstoppable, as this amp run is changing the game. There's the unstoppable from Blad. It's 100-121. They're still losing. He just needs to keep them off this bridge point. Paco's down. He came over to help. 21 health left on Blad. They're going to chase him down here. They didn't, actually. They're going to leave him alive. Going to go up. This health pack is here. It is. Now he's got 2 hits on this amp. He's going to come up onto bridge. Gets Fear. Gets his point back. 105-124. Armor is still not up. for Bled. 12 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in this map. 125, 108. America still winning. And I think the major changer here is Statues is just going the way of America. Bridge now has gone back in the way of Europe with this amp run. Bled majorly keeping track of that. He hits the godlike, eliminates the belt, takes 2 hits. That's almost a double amp. They missed the boost. Bled takes 1 shot, 2 shots. He's dead. Amp is still up. This might go in the way of America if they boost real quick. No, they need to get rid of this one blue guy. They went ahead, double teamed him. Blue guys might interrupt this. Yes, they take down 1. Now it's only 1 lone Pete for America fighting off whoever that is. I guess Monk. For you, it's a battle. Pete gets shot in the back. Fear comes flying in to try and save the day with his Superman suit on. It doesn't happen. He goes down, cape and all. Blaze boosted off. Poor guy. Amp is still up. That is 1 European on the bridge. He's looking at bump room. 2 Americans trying to squeeze in through this little tunnel. Who's going to die first? There goes 1 blue down. If they both die, this is going to be bad news. I think that's Monk gets boosted away, but no, it's Blades gets boosted away, but he kills 1 American. So now there's a belt coming in. Gets hit 3 times in a row. Monk is hit 4 times. That belt is now dead. 2 Americans on the point. They're going to miss boost, and actually Fear is bumped off the wrong direction, and the booster is dead. So 2 Europeans up. They're going to go ahead and go for it, and then Blade gets it again. I think this is his 3rd amp in a row. As I think he immediately died. Not 100% sure. 148 to 138, so they brought it back to 10 points. 10 points remaining, or between the two. So that was a good comeback from European with those amp runs, but now America's back in control of bridges. Checking on Statues real quick, 65 to 34, since still having a little bit of trouble against the Pockinator. Dungeon going the way of Ravenix, but just barely. So it's all up to, I think if Europeans can get more amp runs going on like that one, I think they might bring it back to win it, but they could also change something, maybe get an amp and then send the amp over to Statues, eliminate Paco's point for a while, something like that. I don't know who the shot caller is for European. It's probably Monk. See what they do. Watching bridge for a little bit while longer. Oh, Miss said be right back, someone at the door. That's what happened. So I don't know if you guys are watching what. I didn't read that. Anyway, belt. Here had the belt bumped off of the point. That's always disappointing at bridge. So I guess most of the action is going on at bridge right now. 178, 168. European gets the amp again. Let's see if I can find him real quick. I think he's already dead. That was Blair again, getting it eliminated very fast by America. So America, that's all they're really worried about right now is getting these amps off the table. I don't even think they even care if they get it, just as long as they're off the table, because they're winning it normally. 185 to 163 is starting to pull away again, as time is slowly running out for the European team on map 1. This is America's pick, though, and then we got 2 European maps, which I think is almost better. You know, because if you snake the first one, then you got 2 that are yours. See how it goes. Right now, Paco's point, the Statues, actually controlled by Sense for right now. At 39, Paco at 81, so drastically winning that one. That might be just it. I did happen to see Rummy somewhere in chat, so maybe he's here for coming up. Not sure. Blair with the shield belt. Double hitting Fear here, taking the bridge point back. Takes down both Americans. Losing his belt in the process, jumps off, decides to grab armor, keeping that off the table. 8 minutes remaining in this game.
Killing spree.
Let actually going on a solo killing spree. Keeping that point by himself. The armor paying off. Hit 3 times, there's the 4th. Now he dies to Pete after 4. Belt, I think, just came up. Goes to America. Stuffed coming up the pit by Bleb, but now Pete's in the hands, or he's all nice and shiny because he's got the belt. Goes on a killing spree himself in the bump room, and actually gets sniped by Bleh. Goes down. Amp should be soonish. Pretty sure. There's a battle going on in the room. Amp is up. That's going to go in the hands of Murica this time. Fear this time has an amp. He's going to drop low. I don't think he got armor. He's got 105 health, so he's got 2 hits. Hits once already. Yeah, he had armor. Takes down Monk. Gets hit again. 89 health. Gets a weird shot on Bled there, flying over the pit. Head toward mid. Nice backwards 180 on Monk. Now he's in that drastic position that we saw Bled abuse earlier. Both miss each other. He's going to get hit by Monk. Eats up this health pad, so he's got 2 hits in him. On this amp run by Fear, 228 to 194. Surprisingly close game considering Paco is drastically winning statues. Monk goes down. Fear this time grabbing armor underneath statues, gets himself some vials. 1, 2, 3, that magical number. Flies up the bump. Monk hits him right in the chest, but that's not going to do too much as Fear is going to eliminate him with the amp. Doesn't see this player behind him, gets bumped onto the pad by accident. Gets hit 2, 3 times, kills Monk with only 3 health left. He's going to grab this health pack back up to 100. He's got 2 shots in him. Still alive. Hits a rampage on ledge. Shoots Blaz. He's flying across the ledge. Bumper pads. We haven't seen a double amp yet. We saw one almost a second ago by Europeans. Double kill from Fear. He's down to 40 health. He's going to drop down for the armor. Nope, not there. Juked. Grabs 3 vials. I think he's still at 2 hits because he's got 61. Pretty sure. Finds Monk. A nice shot. Dominating going on to Fear. Amp not up yet. Grabs up the all-important ammo pack. Sniped once from ledge. He's down to 46. Hit once in the back. Twice in the back. Monk eliminates Fear. Amp run is now down. 214 or 252 to 215. I think America's pretty much got this one pretty much sealed up unless something crazy happens. This might be it. The amp run is about to happen. It's up again. Bled this time didn't get it. It's still there. America had shots on him from below to kill him. Amp still in play. 2. No! Europe messes up the boost for Amp. They tried to do it really fast and it was at a weird angle. They missed it. So Amp still in play. 1 American now on the point. There's a battle going down on the bridge stairs. Now 2 Americans coming for it. They need to eliminate this blue guy quickly. They do. Bump for it. Fear gets it again. As he... Where'd he go? There he is. Gonna get shot in the chest by Monk. Armor comes up for him down low. 266 to 228. Paco exploded midair because he's suiciding. Get back to statues. Nice shot on Blair. Finds Monk, who was hiding off, trying to help out statues. Blair hits Sphere once. Blair hits the spree, shooting Sense across the thing. Almost gets shot in the back. They actually miss him. They're chasing him down. Hits the health pack. I think he got the armor. I'm not sure. There was 2 of them there. Fear down to 1 hit. Finds Monk. He's going to eat all these vials. Here we go. Sense having loads of trouble. Now he's got to deal with an amp hanging around his point. That's just not fair. Fear goes down twice to 2 nice shots from Monk. That amp run is over. 238 to 282. We're nearing closing time. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. I think Murica's going to take map Uno. You're annoyingly bumping Blair off the point. Actually, I think that was Monk. Points. Paco has 113 to Stints at 65 at statues, having a tough time. Down low, we haven't really talked about Unreal Shots and Ravenix. Ravenix is still barely winning that one. So they're going barely in the favor of EU. Heat and Fear, 59 and 33 to Blab, 41 and 50. So Bridge is pretty much even. Here with a little less on the points, but he's been running around with the amp. I think Mess knows what the next map is. I'm not sure what it is, to be honest. I think he said someone was at the door, so I'd be right back. So unfortunately, I don't even know what you guys are looking at. So I'm just kind of commentating on what I see. Not in control of the camera. The man came to see what's up to Mess. See, Forgotten's here. Hello, Forgotten. Oh, I wanted to get Kalik on the stream. Too bad. 266-306. Winning by 60 is Murica at the moment in campgrounds. Apple pie and or maple pie. Is that that's what we're having here? Because it's Canada and Murica. Minute 39, and this map will be finished. Finiteled. I'm glad Paco is a really modest guy. Won't be talking about this win for ages. Yeah. Okay. I like that. I'm not actually in YouTube chat. I should probably do that. So I don't normally try to do that, but I am watching iPug. $73.25.
Hello.
55 seconds. Hey.
I'll commentate for a little bit before I start playing.
What does the stream look like? I can't see it.
We're on dungeons right now.
Is Mess there, or is he's not there?
I think he was there for a second. He was just flipping around to random people. And then...
Okay, he might be talking to somebody. Anyway, so Blair has the amp this time. He's up high in that annoying bump room. Let's see if Blair can do something magical and, you know, pad his stats a little bit, because I think they still lost this with 30 seconds left. He's got the double kill. Did see a nice ultra kill from him, I think twice. That unstoppable. He gets insta-deleted. Annoy Paco here from across bridges for a minute. It's going to be 14 seconds. That's going to be the end of map numero uno. As Murica goes up 1-0 on the Europeans. But 2 more European maps are coming up, so...
You know the maps yet?
I do not. I think Mess knew, but he's
like dead.
I think he's probably talking to someone who came to his house. That stuff happens.
An axe murderer came to his house and flashed him.
Who came? Well player? What did I just say? Well played. So Rabbitix did end up beating Unreal Shots Down Low to 110-93. It's pretty close. I think they just were shooting each other like in the face the entire game. Kind of a lonely point. We didn't see much of it, but that's okay. Paco handily winning statues like he promised. 133-78. So looks like Synth was coming back in the end.
I think I have to go in now, friends.
All right. Good luck to you, Rummy.
See you all later.
Bye. Pete Fear 45-63. 78-59 on bridge. Not 59. I missed it. But I think it barely went in the hands of European, but I think with statues. Domination. Okay, Typhoon. Pretty good map. I like it. This one has kind of the low 1v1 thing going on. Depends on how you want to play it. You can do what some people call kamikaze it. Just every spawn is a couple dodges away. If you know the routes to get low and just annoy the other player by taking it over and over again and circle strafing on it. I've actually beaten somebody on this point with 30 less frags. Won by like 25. Because even though I can't shoot, I was always there. So it's still possible to. It's one of those points, one of those rare points you can actually win with getting out fragged handily, depending on how you play it. In this map, the Ampere is up. It's actually possible to beat you to that if you do some trick jumping, so you can do it by yourself. It's up high above. I don't know what this room is called. Kind of the mid room. The mid room is kind of split. Middle of this map, but near top point. What is the top point called? Ledge. The amp is up high. Amp runs normally consist of someone taking the amp, dropping to keg down low, and then sneaking out of low if they can, coming up a lift off to the side of the unused portion of the map and kind of hanging out there, shooting multiple people. Side, it's pretty good. I miss saying that someone's there, so not sure what the camera's doing, but stuff's going on there. Anyway, and hideout is the last lonely point off to the side, which is this map's pretty good because multiple people can shoot each other from hideout and vice versa to ledge. If your hideout guy, say your hideout guy is dominating, he can actually influence how ledge is played because he can knock players off, and especially stop boosts from getting there, and vice versa. If your hideout guy is getting dominated, your ledge guys can actually snipe down and try to help him out, depending on how those points are going. I'm going to say Fear is probably going to play high with Pete again. I played a pug earlier with Pete playing up high. Paco is still in, so they've taken out Unreal Shots, which is pretty interesting. I think Paco is going to play hideout. He's a hideout player, I believe, and Rummy low? Because Rummy's a high fragging powerhouse, but he's also good at positioning, so I don't know. We'll see. Monk, Blair, Ravenix in for Team Europe. I don't expect to see Rick James, even though that would be hilarious. I'm going to say Blair definitely up high because you need him near an amp. And Ravenix, because I believe Ravenix played there last season. So up high on ledge. Maybe Monk in hideout. Yeah, I don't want to see who the last European player is going to be. And Bug coming in. Ooh, Bug. I like that sub in. Hero. Bug, really good comms. I play with him on Slime Time. And he's a pretty smart positional player. I don't think he's the fastest at running around, but he's pretty good at being in position when he needs to be. A really good shot. I actually see Bug playing hideout. Hero. Team Euro. Yairo. Yaro. Yaro? Euro? How do you say that? A sandwich. Ah, Bug left. So, I think we're getting ready for... Oh, that's right. Euro needs one more people in. One more persons. I see this going real bad if Ravenix is on point. It'd be Unreal Shots down low, so his shot's probably warmed up, considering he just shot at somebody for like 20 minutes. Great. If Blaze shots on and gets the amp, I see Europeans taking this. I see a Fear going nuts with the amp. I also see it taking it. Predicting Pete to just be solid as always. I see Paco. Paco might be the X Factor on America. Because if he has a meltdown at hideout, wherever he's playing, I can see him throwing it. We'll see what happens. I don't think I remember the password to this server. Oh, yeah, I do. Wrong keyboard. And I might need to move... Is it C? I don't know what C means. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, your channel admin, I see that C. Oh, you don't have anything.
I have nothing.
Aw. Anyway, this is IR if you don't recognize his voice. Man,
No, I could tell that you were lonely in here, so I thought you might
am
need some
lonely.
help. Paco just completely dominated that last map. We got most of the stream was dedicated to just us watching Paco while Mess was AFK. So it was a little bit difficult. You were spectating the amps, and we could tell that a lot of cool stuff was going on with the amp, but we weren't really seeing it.
I wonder if Mess is there just talking to somebody or not.
He must be.
What does the stream look like now?
Oh, I'm trying to get in the server, actually.
Hopefully he'll watch some of the amps. It's kind of hard.
Well, we watched the first 2 amps. We saw Blag go godlike, then it switched to Paco, and then he went AFK. But it was weird because he wasn't talking at all the entire map. He was just... He was controlling the stream for a little bit.
He had said, "Be right back, door," and I think somebody came over to his house. So he might be able to sit down, but he's not talking on stream. He might not be listening either. But I'll just try to best describe what the amps are doing. And now that I know that the stream might not necessarily be on it, I'll try and describe more of what's going on. Because I don't have the stream open, so I didn't want to stop and try to open it. Well, stuff happens. It's all right. It's not like we're a professional organization here.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It was still enjoyable. I watched the whole thing, and you had really good play-by-play, which made it worth it.
Yay! So, what are your predictions on who's playing what?
I think that I think you're right. Blah and Ravenix will play high. I predict Bug will probably play hideout, and that would leave Monk at low. I've not really played Monk much in sDOM, so I don't know if he's a low player, but I have seen Bug play hideout on this, and I have seen Rav play low as well, but typically high. It's really different. In sDOM, you usually have points that are, you put your best player on this point, you put your fastest player on that point, or your weakest player on this point. But in these all-star games, most of these players are typically your best player in a pug, so they're typically used to playing that whatever position it may be that you put your best player on. So a lot of the people in the server are used to all playing the same points. It worked out on campgrounds because you got Paco, who's just dedicated to
that's the only thing he plays, statues.
Yeah, and then you've got Fear, who always plays bridge, and they brought in shots to do dungeon.
Yeah, they brought in super high frag and shots.
But if they had made statues close, put someone else in, that map could have easily gone the other way.
Possible that none of the Europeans were here who knew statues, since I don't think that's a point that he knows very well. So,
right.
I mean,
and he's only just started playing UT, at least from what I've noticed, only just started playing UT again very recently.
Yeah.
So...
Alright, we gotta click in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch who gets amp number 1 right off the bat. As we're gonna figure out who plays what. Here we go. America's actually dropping low. That's low guy is gonna be, actually Paco is playing low, not hideout. We got 2 Euros on ledge. Belt actually comes up from low.
Right,
It's
Americans
in the hands
have
of Fear.
belt and amp.
Fear, amp gets belt amp. Goes to that sniping ledge. Gets hit once, twice, 3 times by Monk before he gets taken down, or Monk gets taken down. Side pads go to Fear. He's gonna drop low. He's gonna try to annoy. I think that's Bug down low. Got a quick glimpse. I'm not sure who it was. Fear stopping Bled from grabbing the armor, shoots him in the back with the amp. You're back now on ledge. Gets hits once, twice, 3 times. They can't hit each other. They're just shooting bolts and nothing, and Monk finally gets taken down. Ravenix gets immediately eliminated in the face up high. I think Monk might be playing high, or he just could be up here just trying to chase down this amp. Fear is forced to run away. Belt expertly timed by America? Question mark? Yes! Goes directly to the amp. Fear has belt amp again. Hit twice. Blag gets eliminated. It is 17-11 after this crazy ant run. Fear knocked off the point. Euro's actually doing pretty good at
they're
controlling
staying
that point
with
a little bit.
I'm watching low right now. Paco's playing against Bug on low. Bug's doing a really good job, but it's pretty even.
Yeah, Fear's actually
pit,
dead.
as they call it. 5-6, so it's close, but Bug's been getting the frags. Leading the server with 10 frags despite Fear's amp. 11 frags now.
So it looks like Ravenix is indeed playing high, and I want to know where Monk went. He was, I don't know if he was, no, he's going to play high, it looks like. And they put Bled on hideout.
Oh, Blez on hideout, okay. Against Rummy. Rummy is just, I hate playing against Rummy in sDOM. He's so fast. He's freakishly fast, always back at the point after you kill him.
Yeah. He is a dedicated runner at the CTF, so he's definitely going to be fast. But I've actually only played him once, I think, in my sDOM career, and he is pretty annoying to play.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back, friend.
I actually had the stats up for like the first minute of this game. I apologize, folks. I stepped away again. I've been trying to drop in occasionally, but I had a good friend stop by and just couldn't turn him away. So
It's happened. It's all right. Anyway, Amp about to go down again on Typhoon. It looks like it might go into the hands of America. They're on the point. Here goes the jump. They're going to get blocked
Failed the
again for the
boost.
second time. Europeans actually hanging in on this one. 42 to 30, though. Goes to Monk.
Monk, yeah.
If
And he's down. Yep.
the detective gets found out. Gets pooped upon. Can't you stream yourself? I could, but that'd be just. I'd have to set it up. Nice is back. Everything is safe. So, check out the stats a little bit now. Like we were talking about earlier. Looks like Paco is indeed playing in pit against Bug. They are 15-12, pretty much even, like IR is saying. Rummy and Hideout has 14. Verse is Bleh at 17. So actually, that's surprisingly even. I actually might give that to Rummy if he gets warmed up, but I don't know what Rummy was doing. You know, maybe he's drunk or something.
And
But,
Black currently has the point, and he's got pretty good control right now. He's leading the server with 19 Dom points. Remy just retaking it while Black waits on armor.
Yeah, Bleh's one of those players who likes to leave and stack up, but his aim is so good that he can retake it.
yeah, he realizes
Only hit
once
him
he
once.
is stacked up like that, he can turn it into 20 points pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's all about how you play, and but sometimes, like it seems to me, every time somebody gets the belt, they get hit 4 times in a row.
Yeah, it's
After
true.
all that waiting.
Yeah. But that's the
So-
thing, at this level of play, I feel like you kind of have to play the long game and maximize your chances when you do get a good hold.
Yeah.
Back
I
and forth
do-
game is too low percentage, you know?
Yeah, Muck grabbing the belt this time for Euro. I think that's their first one. But what I do like to see is that the low guy is probably timing it and then giving it to the higher guys, which is pretty smart play. Usually in pugs, it's usually just a low guy just running and grabbing it whenever he can instead of trying to coordinate something.
Yeah, Belt is located pretty far away from any point on this map, so it doesn't often get taken regularly in pugs, but in matches you'll see it.
Yeah, Monk getting the belt.
Regularly taken.
The amp this
Damn.
time immediately eliminated off the map. So America on top of that one, even though they lost it, it's gone.
Alright, America was winning the top point, but now it's pretty split, even 20 to 22, with the US still on top. But the EU has taken an overall lead in the game, 72 to 70.
Yeah, it's really neck and neck. I like Typhoon and how it was neck and neck. We saw it in the finals last time. I think that's another belt going to Euro. The spear shoots it once and then gets pooped on. I don't know,
Really,
it's-
I think Bug should have been in on Campgrounds. I don't know if he's a statues player or not, but he is just lighting it up. Leading the server with 37 frags. He's a beast at sDOM and doing a great
Yeah.
job so far.
He's actually tying up his point now with Paco. It's 24-23. So low point is being contested.
Right.
78-78.
Yeah, despite all those frags, he doesn't... They're still neck and neck down there.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a little picture-in-picture going, Bug versus Paco right now. They're playing the low point, you said?
Yeah, they're playing low.
It seemed like Paco went pretty huge on map
Oh,
1.
he did.
Kinda
Absolutely.
shouldering a load on
Destroyed.
campgrounds.
Yeah, it's almost like the Euros. I think we touched on it. That said that they didn't have anybody for statues, so they kind of almost use it as a warm-up map or something like that. Threw sense to the fire.
Oh,
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
But
Sacrificial
been
lamb,
worse.
so to speak.
yeah, exactly. Could have been worse. But now it looks like Typhoon is now back in America's control, but not by much. They grab that amp.
Not up
Bug
yet.
is just
Or did
doing
they?
up yet.
damage.
There
on
it is,
Paco
came
Just
out
came
now.
up.
low right now. Of course,
Okay,
as soon
there
as
we go.
I
Trying to get
Frag-wise,
the belt.
yes, but point-wise, it's still just a 1-point differential. Bug must just not be quite as fast as Paco, or maybe not suiciding on the right spawns. I've never played low personally here, so I don't know what the strategy is on suiciding for spawns, but
Amp is up. Amp is up. We're going to see a go for it here shortly.
Yeah, it looks like blue has eliminated most things.
There's
They're going to
the
give it to
boost.
Ravenix this time. Ravenix gets the health pack. He's up to 100. He gets shot once in the back, heading over to that kind of like a snipe ledge. Finds Fear, numbs himself up 3 vials. He's got 2 hits in him. He's going to drop over for this health pack and possibly bypass. He's getting chased down. Shot once in the foot. Shot. No, he didn't get hit twice. He eliminates the red guys chasing him. If I can find him again. Off him by accident. Anyway, he's gonna go to Belt. Ooh, Ravenix now with Belt Amp. Shot once in the back by Pete. They sandwiched him. It doesn't matter. That Amp is gonna eliminate everything. Pete gets shot again. So Ravenix is running rampant in the middle of the map. Gonna give himself the keg. This man is huge. He's stacked. He's a giant walking sumo wrestler. He's got everything on the map. He's gonna come up to the snipe ledge. Ravenix can try to work this aim. He loses his belt to a shot from Pete. It's bumped off this lift, or this ledge. That wasn't really what he wanted. Not exerting all that much control that he wanted. America's still
Right,
in the lead
they
with
still
114. Wow! He's dead.
The whole amp run, they had a constant 5-point lead throughout that amp run. I was watching the score, so grabbed every power up but didn't control many points.
Yeah, when he got there to where he wanted to be, which is on that kind of that snipe ledge, he got bumped backwards off by someone with a good aim. So America not panicking, keeping control. Good job, guys. I might be biased because I am American, but if I was in this league, it would be Team Texas.
There you go.
Yeah,
Don't
maybe
mess
Seal.
with Texas.
Who else is from Texas? Definitely not Rusty because he's in Oklahoma.
I
We don't
feel
cater
like
to their kind
this
down
is,
here.
Like, Fear's been surprisingly quiet these first 1.5 maps so far.
The
Yeah,
first
I know
amp run
stats
that he
don't-
had
on campgrounds, right, was
really
nice.
set them up perfectly. Amp has just come up again.
Amp is up
They-
again. 2 euros there. Gonna give it to Ravenix again, possibly. Nope, there's a red guy jumping in from nowhere. They're gonna miss the boost. They actually shot each other. What the heck was that? Anyway, 2 Americans up there now trying to eliminate this blue guy. Ravenix comes in behind, eliminates both of them. They're gonna try and give this to Ravenix again. He's gonna get shot once, twice. Didn't touch it though. It's not off the map. 2 blues are now dead. One gets bumped off the point from hopefully from ledge trying to help her hideout.
Oh, they just missed giving it to Fear.
Yeah, he reached for it. Didn't quite happen. 1 red goes down, 2 red goes down. Ravenix is on the point, trying to shoot him back. He gets bumped backwards from amp area. They eliminate the red guy. Gonna get shot before he can get in. This is what happens though. The battles over these amps. People are called away to try and help. You need to eliminate 1 if you're going in suicidal. 2 blues alive.
Another
They're trying to give it to
attempt?
Ravenix. No, he gets shot in the back or the right face. They're fighting each other. 2 red. Ravenix coming in. They're just I like how they fight over the point. And then like, okay, amp. Ravenix all alone after everybody dies. 1 red down. Ravenix goes down himself. It's a 1v1 again. This time the blue guy survives. Gets
Here
shot
we
in the
go.
back.
I think we'll see an amp. No, not this time.
He sniped twice. Monk by himself. They're going to try and give it to Ravenix. He is blocked before that boost takes effect.
Fear has the
Belt
belt now,
now.
and he's back up top, so this is looking
He needs
good
to
if he
kill
can
this
get a
blue guy
boost.
quickly. Belt off him, but he's going to be boosted for the amp. No, it gets bumped from a behind.
That was Ravenix with the deny. Hitting the belt twice
2
to
blue guys
stop
this
it.
time. No, they miscommunicated. They both kind of ran to get boosted. Now they're both dead.
This is an absolute war for this next amp. It's
Right.
been up for like 2 minutes.
And in
My
the
God.
meantime, the point spread has not changed at all. We're still at a slight American lead.
Yeah, it's kind of how where that point is situated because the boost that occurs there. Ravenix missing up his jump. You're gonna get the frag anyway. That they're fighting on top of the point. It's kind of goofy. There goes the boost.
There it
It's gonna go to
is.
Fear. Fear gets the health pack. He's got 2 shots in him. It's a whiff. He's gonna fall down low, which could be dangerous. He's gonna try to run away. The blue guy bug didn't even go for him.
Peg has just come up.
Twice, 2 hits. He's gonna grab the shield belt. No, he's still on the shield belt. Ravenix saves the day.
That was huge. What a shot by Ravenix to deny that belt to the amp.
So 8 minutes, basically 9 minutes remaining. 164 to 158. Is America's still ahead? By a little bit. I think most people were calling Europeans going to easily win this. Right now, it's looking like America might take 2.
Yeah, looking like America got a little bit of a boost for having Rummy in, who I guess originally was not expected to be here.
Rummy is winning his point against Blab, but it's very close, 62 to 57.
And who did he
Haven't-
sub in for? Rummy?
Subbed in for Unreal Shots.
Okay.
Who actually
Shots-
does not have a whole lot of experience playing sDOM.
Right, I,
don't
believe
even
he
think
got beat
played
pretty
last season.
handedly by Ravenix on his point dungeon.
Actually, it was only by...
93 to 100 something.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was actually kind of close.
Okay.
it was decisive, but I mean,
That's still closer than I think
Yeah.
it was when I actually got to see some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those games where, you know, despite having ridiculous aim, if you don't have a lot of experience with the spawn and getting to the point fast, it's going to be a little difficult.
Yep. One missed dodge can cost you a point, which adds up over time. Messing it up. You're playing this aggressive ledge style, kind of like it, peeking out that window.
Yeah,
Hitting people as they're coming up the ramps.
He's denied Ravenix 2 or 3 times in a row now, but then finally adds up. Ravenix able to put him down.
Yeah, and it's extremely frustrating when you can't get up there.
Amp just came up again. We'll see another battle, see who can get the boost off.
Yeah, one red goes down. No, actually that was 2 blue going down. Ravenix comes in with the flying deny. Monk shoots down. I think that was Fear. He's dead, so... Put my camera back up there. 2 blue on the site. 1 red flies in. Ravenix does the jump, but it's too late.
Keg is up too, so whoever gets Amp will immediately... Nope.
Fear got the
denied
belt.
Egg is now taken 2. Everything on that. Fear with the belt on the point. This is going to be real bad for Europeans if Fear gets this. Fear's hit once. They're going to try and boost for it. Nope, Fear gets hit 3 times. 4 times. He's down. Shield is gone. 2 blue on the point. Ravenix sniped.
These guys are so fast to get back to that high point. I mean, it's Ravenix, Fear, P, and who's the 4th one?
Monk is the 4th.
Monk. Yeah, I mean, basically 4 heavy hitters getting on that point so fast.
Here comes the boost.
No! Denied again!
What a shot! Who was that?
I don't know. That was from down below.
Huge.
It was Pete. It was Pete coming off the ramp.
There he is. He gave it to Fear.
In.
Let's see if he can do it.
Goes down for thigh pads immediately. He wants out of there. 204 to 195. Basically, pretty close game. He's going to grab a lot of vials. He's going to come in here, cause Blay a bunch of heartache, shoots him in the back. There's a killing spree on Blay again as he spawned. Giving hideout. He's in this, like, this is an awkward...
He's waiting on armor. He's waiting on armor. That's really the only power-up both Keg and Belt were taken recently, so...
He's going to run up this ramp now. This is kind of dangerous to come up here. I don't know why I would choose this direction. Gets hit twice for his trouble. Other red guy comes in, goes big, shoots 1. And finally takes down Ravenix. Fear hit twice, or once in the back. Hits another time by Ravenix. He's down to 62 health. That's 2 hits. He's going to drop low, try to get out of there, keep this Amp run alive. They're going to chase him now. Hit once. He's got 2 health. He's going to miss. Ouch! Out in the air by Monk. Nice. Before he get to the health pack, the Amp run is down. It is 220 to 205.
It's a good Amp run by Fear, but I think a little maybe too aggressive given how close this game is right now. But still, able to give themselves about a 20-point buffer as he tries to whittle off the belt. Blue just picked that up.
Yeah.
Down in pit, Bug has almost a 50 frag lead on Paco, almost doubling his frags, but only has a 7-point lead in points. Just goes to show that frags really aren't valuable at all. It's all about controlling that point and the surrounding power-ups.
Yeah,
it's shocking. I haven't seen a frag differential that high. Just hit 100 frags, but still only managed 71 Dom points versus Paco's 65.
Yeah, it's one of those odd points where you actually can get out fragged and then dominate your point. It's all about how you play it. Maybe Bug hasn't played low before. Amp comes up again. This time 2 red on there with 1 blue. Nope, they quickly eliminate all the red, and European delays the boost this time. Gets 1, 2. They're gonna boost for it. No! Ravenix is shot in the left corner, but I don't know how Red keeps getting back there so fast, but they're keeping it alive. I think Fear went aggressive there and died. And now Ravenix is all as lonesome on the ledge, gets shot down. That's Pete. That is Pete taking the point. Bump from the back by Monk coming up the ramp. Monk is now all as lonesome on that ledge point. 2 red coming in, gets 1. Eliminate this other one. No, Ravenix is taken down. They're fighting over this one. Monk's somehow still alive. How is he? Oh, there he goes. He finally dies, but now Ravenix is the only one on there. He goes back behind, looking at this ramp. Bumps 1 red guy. Doesn't see the other one. Lets him come up there. He falls off, though. That's a boost. So that's going to be a European Monk.
A Monk Amp.
The second one of this map. It gets immediately shut down. Actually, I think it's his
denied, and the Keg was denied by Bug, his own teammate.
No! Some words were had. Anyway, I think that's the 3rd time Monk's got it, but he's never gotten too much far, too much of anywhere. Doesn't give it to Americans, which is good because I think every time Americans have been getting an amp, they've pulled away. But now that they haven't have an amp, it's 241, 252, and European is slowly catching up. Wonder how Hideout's going between Rummy and Bleh.
Rummy's been winning the point, but it's really close. Only about a 4 or 5 point lead. I haven't been focusing much on it. Been focusing on the amps, but just looking at the score. I mean, I've been checking in and noticed that Rum's had a constant about 2-3 point lead on him.
Good. Fear had gotten the belt here. He got hit 3 times, 4 times in a row by Ravenix, and loses that one quickly. Constant battle up top. Ravenix and Monks are even on their points on ledge, 38 and 39, while Pete is the one making the difference up on ledge because he's got 54 and Fear's got 38. So everybody in the high 30s except for Pete, who's got the 54. I think what's happened is they've been chasing Fear down with the amps, and Pete's been free to sit on that point, gather what America needs to win. I almost think maybe we needed some British guy in here.
Yeah, someone
some
with non-bias.
You can say, hey! But then he would just be sad because they're losing.
Well, all the guys who would do it are playing. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
You got, you know, Monk, Bled. Those guys.
The U.S. has expanded their lead to about... Oh, they just whiffed on the boost for the amp.
Yes.
And I don't know why they were sending the non-belted player, but...
Doesn't matter. Belt's gone now. Both red players eliminated. I think Humpty actually might be somewhere. But anyway, no matter. 2 red guys. Actually, Fear jumped in and then Pete shot him back out. He thought it was an enemy here on ledge. Now 2 blues there. I think Fear just died. Fear's the only one alive.
Fear with a triple tap. That was 5 hits in a row for Fear on 2 guys. That was nice.
Is now finally limit on the point, but they don't actually change it over to blue because he died before he got there. Ravenix finally changing that point backwards. Here we go. Takes the time to shoot Rummy in the back. Just to enrage Rummy a little bit more. Rummy, I think, as a player, he can be a little emotional, so I can see him getting pissed if somebody in the back maybe putting him on tail a little bit. 2 red on this one. They're going to boost for it. Nice quick aim change, and Fear jumping for it. Good good coordination between him and Pete. Fear got the amp. He's going to try. Looks for Keg. It's not there. He goes back on the point. Hit once. Hit twice. Somehow still alive. Comes back in aggressive again. Ravenix not able to take him down as Fear has 1 health. Gets shot in the face as he jumps for, I think a health pack usually spawns over there. It wasn't there then. Anyway, Fear is gone. That amp runs down. Fear spawns and immediately takes Keg. Comes back up. I didn't even realize time was up. 298, 279, 300. America's gonna crack 300.
Big performance for Rummy, who just came in for map 2, and of course Paco looks like closely losing his point, but still doing a decent enough job. I mean, it was less than a 10-point differential. But I gotta say the coordination of Fear and Pete was pretty good on the ledge.
Yeah, it won them the game because that and Rummy. But
even though the amps were dead even,
played
look at that,
stellar
50% amps either way. And I think you made a great point earlier, IR, with the fact that Bug had such a huge frag lead on Paco, but still didn't quite win the point by much more than 7 points. But I think someone pointed out in chat that I think it looked like they had a lot of help, or Paco had a lot of help in that case, which was kind of hard to see because we were concentrating on the amp so much, but maybe that was the case.
There is a spawn that basically gives you sight on the low point by the pads. So if that player takes the time and hit 1 or 2 shots right after their spawn, it can give a huge help to whoever's playing low. Just having to hit that guy once instead of twice is just a massive difference when you're playing sDOM.
Yeah. And with communication as well, the confidence it'll give you to realize, all right, I just got to hit this guy once and I'm good. I get the point. I can stack back up.
Yep. There's also, I think, this we were talking about is the guy spawns at thighs, drops down to lift to get back up top.
So we're going to map 3 with Team EU down. 0-2 against the North American team. So it's do or die for them, essentially. I don't know if they'll play it out and continue to play the other 2 maps, or if they're just going to stick with the best of 3 and be done if they lose this one. So we're going to assume that their backs are against the wall and they need to win this one.
Yep. So
yeah, I would assume so too. Though
So
they
let's-
may give some other players another opportunity to play. I'm not really sure.
I don't know. It looks like Red lost somebody. Oh, they're putting in Rain
Ooh.
for the Packinator, taking him out. Maybe Nitro's not his map. Anyway, Rain.
I would
highest rated
imagine
player.
Rain will play the corner position, which is, well, actually, you know what? I'm not really sure. I don't play Nitro that often, but corner is just a frag fest, and I don't see Rain playing sDOM very often, but we all know he's got an amazing shot and can lay down a lot of firepower when he needs to. And that's
Yeah.
really what you need at corner.
Yeah. So we can talk about real quickly about the changes in this map. Over at Flow, Kim's has leveled off the little bridge, like little. It's not a waterfall, but it's like a river. He's leveled that off so you don't fall in it and get stuck. Now walk across it like it's one single ledge. Bother you? It's like the stairs thing in UT. He kind of leveled it, so now it's more of a flat surface. There's also a jump there. I'm not sure if that jump. I think that jump is new. The little sideways dodge up to Flow. Anyway,
I
it was
think that was there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was. Again, I didn't play Nitro very often.
yeah. And I've actually never played Flow, so I don't know if it was there or not. I know it was broken for a while, but Kim's has fixed it, so now you can fly up it. Armor has been moved from normal armor position in TDM. It's been moved to under the Flow River Bridge, so it's easier to get. And in Armor's place is now 3 vials and a health pack. So if you do fall back in there, you do get something for going all that way, but it's not as hard to get armor. Everything else I think is mostly the same. There is still a keg in the little box. Up top, Amp is on a ledge in corner. And pointing out to how people play this, the way I've seen some people start to play this map was kind of the new meta that they were getting into last season. Is there's a floater guy. They play one on each point, and then a guy who always comes to corner at the Amp times, and then after Amp battle is done, he either gets the Amp and runs around, or he'll even go to run around the map in the middle up high and help out each point, try and keep the maximum amount of points in his team's favor. Even if it suffers a little bit on corner, I mean, if you're helping 2 points out but losing 1, you're still going to win. So, and I did play Rain on corner earlier today, so he might be playing corner. What Mark decides to do?
Right, I really have no idea what the EU team will decide to do.
Well, when I was playing, Monk was kind of the floaty guy because he was my team captain. He's like, I'm going to float. I don't know. I think I played Bug at Bertha once. Bertha is actually the high point. I don't know why they call it Bertha. I think someone did Fear, named it. And he was like, what do you want to call this? Out of his mouth. I don't know why.
Is that like an urban legend?
Yeah, it is. Well, I think Kim's had built the map. Helping him, and he was like, what do you want to call this? Bertha. Because, that's what I think of when I look at that. Anyway, Blad's saying something about his connection is messed up. Don't know about that. Dude. But they're gonna keep the same lineup is my guess, because Blad's clicked in. All America's clicked in except for Pete. Get situated. I'm not sure who's gonna play what. I'm pretty sure Rain's gonna be on corner. That's about all I know. I don't know if Fear plays something different. He might not be with Pete this time.
Yeah, I wish I knew, but I'm just make a fool of myself if I try and guess.
Yeah.
Because typically the best player is at high at Bertha on these games, but I could see any one of them playing Bertha. If I had to guess, I think Fear would try and do a roaming strategy and put himself in that position to sort of float between Bertha and corner, but I honestly don't have any clue.
Yeah, and I think that's how I'm pretty sure Europeans going to play that way. They're going to play the floating position because Monk was trying to do it earlier. I mean, I was digging into what happened last season. Humpty, I think, won his team this map just by playing float, and almost capturing like all 3 points somehow.
Was he also getting the amps as well during that?
Yeah, he was getting amps and then just roaming everywhere.
Do it right. It's definitely possible.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. All I have. Anyway, so we're waiting for everybody to click in. I think everybody on Europeans is now clicked in.
Paco could probably speak more as to who would play where on this map. Probably has more experience than either of us. I don't really know Nitro that well, so...
I'm pretty sure Ravenix is going to be playing Flow. I've heard he is very, very, very good there. Monk is going to be a flex guy. He's going to be the guy. I think they're going to be doubling Flowish area, and Monk will sort of roam over, get amp, kill people. And then Bug or Bleh will be on Bertha. I haven't decided which. Probably more like a Bug point. Not sure.
Yeah.
I know Rummy's gonna be playing Bertha. That's our guy. We actually had the North American guys pick the order, because Rummy wasn't here for map 1. We had it so that we anticipated a Nitro pick. We were hoping he'd be back in time for map 2 or 3.
So is that his position?
That's
his thing,
Rummy's
Bertha?
gonna be the Bertha man. Yeah.
That seems like a rummy point, kind of a positional. And I also see Bug there now that you mention it. The positional player as well.
Bug was throwing down mad frags on Pit last map.
Yeah. Well,
I was surprised.
I got penetrated, but I mean, I only lost my point by I think like 6-7.
Yeah, I know, it was extremely close.
The whole point, like I just was sort of kamikazing the point. I just didn't want to lose badly. It was my first time playing it, but I know the map inside out, so I was just.
You get all right. We gotta click in here. Corner is lonesome as blue guy finally comes in, pegs the point. There's 2 blue, 1 red, and they're gonna fight here. The red guy's gonna go down. That's 2 for Europeans. They're gonna mess up the
boost.
jump.
There's a little bit of a deny there.
Yeah, it was.
From Rain, I think. But they're gonna get a second attempt.
You attempt. They're gonna miss.
Oh, they missed it! Missed the
whiff.
primary. Swing and a miss.
Yep, Fear this time eliminating everybody. Gets shot in the back though. Now it's all Monk. He's by himself. The red guy running in. He's gonna get shot in the back by, I think that's, it's Bug. So Bug might be on corner. There we go. Monk finally getting this amp off the table. Not the worst I've seen, but they were able to take it. Monk hanging around up high for a little bit. I'm surprised he hasn't roamed too much. I think he's just waiting for stuff to come up.
During all that
hits.
action, Red failed to get a single point at corner.
Oh, Monk missing the ultra, but a nice multi, and then follows it up with a 4th kill on Rain, I think. But didn't last long with that amp, though.
Alright, looks like I'm actually over to Fear. Fear, I think, is actually playing Flow against Ravenix. So...
And Bug is just utterly dominating corner right now. Has yet to give up a single Dom point at corner.
Wow. Bug going huge for a Europeans team, and it's actually 26-16. It's really the most European lead we've ever seen so far on these 3 maps. And Ravenix and another blue guy. It's actually, I think you're right, Monk might be playing almost Flow with him. Coming up here, he's gonna give Rummy a little bit of hassles in that corner. And those 2 points are staying blue, and if Bug continues to be a monster, this is gonna be real ugly for America.
And he's up against Rain, who is no slouch. It's just, he's hitting all of his shots right now, and then when the amp comes up, Blue's, obviously only 1 time, but they've gotten the better. Look at Bug hitting the rampage there. I mean, huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stacked with 185 health as well. Been timing every single vial in the vicinity. And Rain really isn't practiced much at sDOM. He is predominantly ICTF, so, and Sniper CTF. So I understand that, but still nothing to take away from Bug's impressive performance so far.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. But I think they're actually, Red's only playing
and Amp
one there.
just came up, so...
Yeah,
Monk's
Amp came
got
up and
it timed.
Ravenix ran off. So that was kind of weird, but now there's 2 blue here. Rain not able to stop them. They're going to try and give this to Monk again. They're going to screw up the boost again. An easy one. This time no one's around. Here comes another one. Oh, he's shot in the back by a red guy. Rain denied. Now here comes the second red player for America. Rain's going to go down as he tried to go for it. Fear comes in to try and hero it. But his cape is not on because he is dead. Monk all is lonesome in corner. Waiting for somebody. Two red guys are going to surprise him, sneaking in low. They're going to shoot him in the face. Here we go. There's the shot. He's going to finally get it and then die on the stand. Oh, not on the stand, on the amp platform,
Bug
I
with
guess.
the denial there.
Yeah, Bug 1 HP now. And we have
What?
a pause.
Oh, someone hit escape.
Auto pause is just critical in sDOM. If you're down a player, the way the mod works with, counting points, if your player's not there and you just eat up points, it's completely unfair. So you have to play sDOM with auto pause on.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I hate autopause.
I agree. I don't like it. It interrupts the game, but there's just no point in even playing if someone disconnects in sDOM.
Yeah, oh well. We don't have to argue
Yep.
semantics. Anyway, let's look over the points. Bug, 24 on corner against 8. Is what I'm seeing on the other side. Monk also having a 6, but he's on the same team, so that's domination. And pretty good, but I think, to be fair, Rain I think is by himself in corner.
Well, no, Bug is by himself as well. Monk's playing at flow, but
When the amp comes
his
up,
only
he
showed up.
rotates.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
But,
so,
Rain has also had support. It's just they haven't coordinated well enough to get that amp together.
And I don't think they had time on amp either, so they didn't rotate as early to get there for the next one.
But it looks like Fear is the flex man. He is actually starting to cause some havoc over here at Flow. He just got 3 kills. Get another one over here, possibly. Nope. He's just going to keep taking those points over and over again as Bleh, I think, is the second time Bleh's gone out.
It is.
One says Bleh's net is gone. Oh no!
Yeah, and despite that lead at corner, it's only a 7-point game. Rummy's doing well. I don't know how many points they had at Bertha before he disconnected, but Rummy with 27 must be dominating the point.
Yep. Alright, no one hit escape. Actually, I don't think we're admins, so I think we can hit escape.
What happens if you hit... Oh, is that
Yeah.
pause?
If you're an
it
admin
unpauses.
while it's auto-paused, it unpauses it.
Oh, well, I don't have admin.
I don't either. I think we're okay. Anyway, so they're saying
Predictions,
something
guys.
like...
While we're waiting, predictions. What do you think? Do you think we'll see a 4th map? Can they force it to? What will be the 4th map? I think it's. Let me check. I have the list.
It's Tempest.
Yes, Tempest. I'd like to see Tempest, to be honest.
Yeah, I would like to see more
Old
maps
school
as well.
deathmatch map,
And the new changes have improved the low point.
as well as the belt room with the elevator jump
Right,
there,
right.
and
It allows the low player to actually control that belt. Because before it was it was just way too far to even attempt to control from the point. You'd sacrifice way too many DOM points to leave it.
chat calling for a nuke sub. What do you think? Bring in nuke?
I think that would be perfect. And if he comes in mid-map and the EU wins, then that would just be icing on the cake.
Be
for me, right?
legendary, right? And imagine the IRC shitstorm after the fact, right?
Yep. So it looks like EU...
Well, the only thing that would be better is if Rick James came in. I think that would...
He's on their roster. That would be perfect.
Rick
Maybe he just
James.
needs a packet lag himself.
And wouldn't it be perfect because he's
50.
subbing for his idol Fear or Bled?
Or
Excuse
Bled,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so poetic. Can he fill Bled's shoes? And if they win with Rick James, that'd be even better than Nuke, to be honest.
I'll answer that one for you, Mess. Cannot fill his shoes. we all know that.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, fill his
Oh,
shoes.
it's unpausing.
Oh, it looks like
Bled's
Bled's back.
rejoining.
All right, good to see. Good to see his internets have not failed. him.
Maybe it's Rick James alias.
Yeah, I got this,
Oh,
coach.
the master.
The student becomes master.
Yeah, but anyway, I think the European is going to dominate this map, and I think we are going to see a round 4. I mean, Bug is on fire.
Amp is
from
up
the
again.
beginning. Oh, I lost time on it. Amp is up. There is actually Rain's in here by himself this time. Kind of goes off to grab that health pack. Hits Bug this time. I think if actually, what if Rain heats up?
He's started off really slow. He's managed to take 14 DOM points recently, so he's playing much better now.
Yeah, well, this amp is going to go to the Europeans unless they screw it up again. He's going to get it this time in the hands of Monk. He is all purpley and glowy. He's going to get shot once in the back. He needs these vials and this health pack. He's not going to get it.
And I feel like
There we
Rain
go,
is
now I
not
got
getting
it.
the assistance he needs when the amp does come up. Monk is Johnny on the spot. He's there pretty. He's probably the one
Right.
timing it though. But at the same
Yeah.
time, I'm sure Rain's calling like, "Hey guys, amp's up. I need help." And
Right.
the
Belt
red
amp.
guy's always late to the party.
Yeah, belt amp now on Monk. This might be disastrous. Oh my gosh, the points are tied at 91-92. I didn't even notice that. Monk is way back here behind Bertha. This is a shot here. Finds Fear. Go over here, tag this point. Hits Pete. But this is Europeans' time to shine to take it away. So this might be anybody's game. Fear goes down. There's a rampage on Monk. The multi-kill.
This is huge play for Monk. Great amp run. as he
Right,
has
this is a
close
really
game.
good position that he can control
Uh-oh.
2
There
points
we go.
well from that spot.
He's exerting a lot of pressure.
I'm taking
Yeah.
notes right now.
And look at this. I mean, just two guys coming right at him, taking the armor in front of him.
He needs to get out of this corner. Oh, God! He's like, Kim's wide. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, he gets bumped back this time. He's down to 50 health. He needs to jump down this hole, maybe get a health pack. Trusting him down. Hits the dominating. Misses the shot on Pete. Saved by, I believe that's Ravenix. Now he's going to try and contest the belt. Rummy with it. He needs to get this. Ouch. Shot in the face once. Misses Rummy twice. Hits him once, twice.
That
Belt
juggle.
is now gone.
That
Oh!
juggle. And Rummy gets him with the spawn kill long distance shot from another zip code. What an amp run by Monk, though.
A huge amp run that only really afforded him about 10, 12 DOM points, which is a pretty big swing. But
Yeah, I think at this
guess-
level, that's probably about as good as you can expect, given the amount of pressure he felt. 'Cause they went at him. They tried. They knew they had to stop that run and not let him stay stacked. And they did a pretty good job, but Monk was just
They're
hitting
gonna try and-
shots.
Gonna try and give the amp to him again. This time he almost actually fell off this time. Monk's got it again. This is what happens though. Like, you're like, okay, we just got the amp. Phew, let's get back to normal. Too bad. Amp's up again. And Europeans had the timing on it. This time though, there's 3 reds there. He's gonna hit the killing spree. Picks up the health pack in front of this red guy's face. Shoots Fear right in the gut. Oh, Rummy, multi-kill. Takes down the belt and gets the multi-kill. Chicken Peg, it's not there. He wants to get up there to that health pack. Trying to fight off, I believe that's Pete. Shoots Pete once with the amp. Pete takes it
Pete was
and
stacked.
kills Monk. Yeah, he was. But 134 to 117. Europeans are slowly getting away from it.
You know, I forgot that America still has Spidey on their team. Spidey has pugged and played a ton of sDOM, and I'm surprised they didn't put him in here and over Rain. I don't know, maybe they're just trying to give everyone some love, but
Yeah,
Maybe
Spidey is
Spidey's
definitely
not-
an sDOM veteran. He's he was my captain last team, and basically everything I learned was because of Spidey. And impressive player, great fragger. Maybe we'll see him on the next map. I don't know. Assuming there is one at this point. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Right. Rummy this time grabbing the belt.
got about a
denying it from Euro.
20-point lead right now, so it's looking good for Team Euro.
11 minutes still though. We'll see what happens. Amp.
Oh yeah, anything can happen with the amp and sDOM.
See how Bug's doing. He's got 56. Rain's got 25. So Rain's slowly getting points. Been a struggle.
He was pitching a shutout for a few minutes, so
Yeah, he was against 2 people while they were trying to get the amp. It's quite amazing. Ravenix at Flow has got 33. Pete's actually got 46. So that is quite a bit.
So-
Considering Ravenix was playing Flow, I think, for his team last season.
When Bleh disconnected, Rummy had 27 points. So he's gotten 16 to Bleh's 23 since the reconnect, so Bleh has controlled that since he's gotten back and fixed his connection.
Good.
And Amp is up again.
Yeah, they're fighting over this time. This time I think America's determined to get this. Ravenix was pretty stacked. Gets shot 3 times in a row.
Yep.
Gets it. This time it does go to America. Comes up the lift. A surprise Bug is there. Hits twice. That amp is now gone.
wow, that's huge. Because you recall the only other amp that Red got, they died on the actual ledge, like as soon as getting the amp. So that's 2 amps in a row that North America has been able to do nothing with. And we saw Monk just go ham with his 2 amps. So that's kind of a huge difference we've seen so far.
Right.
Players now back to normal, reset, no amps on the table. There's still, I like how all the fighting is kind of over at Flow. Flow, when I've normally played this map, just remember it's been just like, oh, some guy's by himself over there. Now it's like the hot contested spot. You can kind of hit both Bertha and Flow from there. So it's pretty neat. I like how the map has kind of evolved a bit.
And I think with this map, it's unique in that in match play, you see a different strategy than you do see in pug play. Coordination and teamwork is less of a factor in pugs, so you usually just put 2 people on amp so that you're always there when it's up. But in matches, you can time it and have much better teamwork and let yourself have that roamer out there affecting every point, and only have him back when the amp comes up.
Looks like Monk's doing a much better job here than.
Oh, Humpty's here.
Yo,
Hey!
Yeah, Monk just hit the rampage at that swing point. He's at that corner spot between Bertha and Flo, and he just now ended a spree, but he's going to get to Keg to start another one. He's just been dominating from there. And of course, he's moving over to pick up the amp as well. Yeah, it seems like Fear's been kind of a non-factor in this match. I mean, he had some really great plays on the previous map, but map 1 and this one, he's been, I mean, at least for Fear, pedestrian numbers, you know?
Yeah.
Right. With that. Amp should be soon. They're actually boosting for it now. There it goes. It goes to Bled this time. Oh man, we're changing it up. Bled this time with a new connection. Rebooted his router or something. Oh, I missed him. Let me see if I can
That was a nice drop shot on Fear.
Alright, there we go.
He's waiting
Bled.
on armor.
Or Pete didn't even know what happened. Just gets eliminated. Rain just goes, what? I can't even see him when I'm gone. It's just a purple glow.
Oh
But
no, he got
this
stuck
time
in a
jumps
corner.
on him. I think that was 4 hits in a row. Bled. His dreams are shot down. Rick James is somewhere crying in a corner. As nothing happens with that. Bled back on the birthday. He's going to get himself the belt.
Up to a
Taking it at
30-point
32.
lead. Yeah.
Next belt is 37. You're listening to the stream. Anyway. Yeah, Fear's only got 40 frags. Rummy's got 36, 37. But let's look at Monk. Monk's got 83. And he's playing the same position
Almost
at Fear.
double anyone in the server. Closest are Bug and Ravenix at 45 apiece. Oh no, Bled just hit 47.
Those
He hasn't even had
runs.
that amp for that long ago.
Yeah, he had one kind of long amp run. That's about it.
It wasn't a long amp run, but he threw himself in the thick of the action the entire duration of that amp run.
Yeah, he hit
and
dominating
went,
with it, didn't
yeah,
he?
he went dominating in a really short period of time.
Yeah, good play. I think 6 minutes 42 seconds remaining. This might be Europeans' first map. Trying to come back into this, claw their way in.
Looks like Blair's been
Yeah.
pretty much dominating since he came back in.
It is. Rummy's
71
at 29.
efficiency.
Yeah,
He's toggled.
28 efficiency.
He's on his alt account now.
Monk or Bled actually was pre-jumping for it. They're gonna go for it now. Bled is gonna have belt amp. Gonna come
Here
up
we
with
go.
Swift. Actually, what? Wait a second.
Looks like
Hang
And
out
red
there.
controls.
Ouch.
Oh, he's gonna play corner against.
Yeah, he might solo
Vision.
against Raid. Oh my
No.
god, he's getting 3 through the row. Fear finally goes down this time. Now Bled's like,
That was
no!
clutch. Really clutch play by Fear there.
Good.
That's one of the
I
first.
don't think
the
it'll be
fights for
enough,
like a good 30 seconds.
I think that was the first time we saw them cut short the blue amp, where he just didn't really turn it into 5, or 10 frags. That's a good play by the North American team.
Yeah. But despite that, Europe's up to a 40-point lead now, so all in vain. Teams.
Yeah, they just want to stop the bleeding as long as they can.
Point out too, they're still back row and now they're losing.
Oh!
Don't say that. You can't say that on
Paco,
stream.
PMU that? Anyway. So, what is going to be map 4? Because that is an
Tempest.
American-voted
It'll
map.
be Tempest. Their second map pick.
And no one picked Peak.
I'm actually kind of surprised. I think Peak would have gone...
Maybe Peak will be the tiebreaker if needed.
Peak
I know
would
that
have
Spidey
gone
and
American
Pete
way.
both love Peak, so
Rummy
Oh,
does
yeah.
too.
I know Paco
Bled.
does.
Bled is really good up top, but I don't think Europeans have somebody who can play down low against the Rummy.
Yeah.
or a Spidey.
I think Peak was the one
I
map
mean-
I was going to play.
They could. I mean, any of these players are good enough to play that position, but maybe not win it.
Yeah. Peak low is one of the most specialized, I would say.
I think Book's played it a fair amount, but I don't think he's got the quick feet for it.
Yeah. 20 minutes
We've
of
got
peak
another
low is quite disheartening because
A completely
Blair just got
uncontested
that
amp.
Yeah.
who's got
I
it?
think Red had Blair. I don't think Red had any idea that it was up.
They might have lost timing on it. Yeah, they haven't been there for the last two. Bled this time is going to grab some vials. Shot in the back by spawning Rummy, and then Pete's going to eliminate him with the assist before he can even touch the ground. So, like, it was like a knock-up, a set from
Yeah,
Rummy,
a set piece.
and a spike.
That's a nice 180 shot by Blair, though.
So that amp is limited off the table. 3 minutes, 44 seconds. Rummy has had all these belts almost. Like,
12
So good
shield
timing
belts
on
for
him.
Rummy. Yeah. He's quietly. We haven't watched a lot from Rummy. At least I haven't. He's quietly doing his thing.
he was winning before, and then Blair reconnected, and now Blair's apparently
Good
dominating.
I wasn't watching Bertha during that point, but I have a feeling that Blez's connection was keeping him from controlling
Yeah.
the point at all.
So this thing went up to 5, and I just went to jump in, and it went down.
So, given what we're seeing here, and probably that it's, I mean, I don't know if we're going to see a comeback. What do you guys expect from Tempest? Do you think we could see a tiebreaker? Is that a map you see the European team winning?
I don't know. Tempest is kind of an unknown.
Tempest,
didn't
like,
see a whole lot of
either way,
games.
if you can, it's if you whoever gets first down, like has a good shot. You can really get stacked up on the amps there.
Right, and it's unique in that you don't need a booster to get the amp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, utilizing
Really-
those boots.
I have seen Fear completely dominate that map with amp, but
Yeah. If
not
we're gonna
maybe not against this level of competition.
Yeah. Tempest is probably also our best bet to see like a wicked sick. Oh, they missed
Yeah.
it.
They just missed it.
That
Oh.
Oh.
There's one red player's come in. 3 boost attempts.
There we
we
go. They've just like given up on that corner
I
point.
think we have seen a maybe not 100% give up, but
It's interesting, they kind of switched from early on Monk getting the amps to now it's been Bled. Since the
Yeah.
reconnect.
I think Rain is playing Flow now too. I missed that switch.
Maybe they
That's
just
too.
abandoned corner and said, let's try to control both of the other ones. Or...
Yeah, when you get this big of a deficit, you gotta try something
Lead at
drastic.
corner.
Multi-kill, mega kill on Blair.
We're gonna see a
have to-
cap out. There's enough time.
Pete getting
Much
shot.
time?
Oh, maybe they might have put Pete over at corner. Anyway, Rampage going on to Blair, standing on the thigh pad sledge. Shot in the back once. 180s Pete in the face.
Bled's on fire right now.
Finds Rummy.
Double kill.
Finds Fear. Ah, Pete gets away.
He had an opportunity for 2 more, couldn't get him.
Yeah. Oh, no kick.
There
Oh,
it
look at
is,
the
look at that timing.
Dominating, going on to Rain. Yeah, Rain was over flow.
Can we
1
see our
minute
first
remaining.
unstoppable of the game? Or the match?
Actually, Blair had it
Like
unstoppable.
went godlike.
Oh,
Went
did he?
godlike, didn't he?
Oh, I missed it on
He
the
might have
first
died
one.
on Godlike.
In
I'm
campground.
pretty sure
he
he
went
went
godlike.
godlike. Went godlike, yeah.
Oh, there goes his belt. Down to 109.
Pretty sure he's gonna be running around frantically looking for people
Oh.
to kill.
Yeah, he's just hurting everybody now.
He's in full-on
43
frag mode.
seconds.
40,
He's Hulk mode.
Like, I need more people to shoot. Goes Rummy.
This is a great spot for that amp to be in because you can hit
30
so many
seconds.
angles. 30 seconds to hit the godlike. There's
Ouch.
one.
Red tide.
4 more remaining. And the amp is up again. Can he pick up a second? Let his
I think he's
teammate
gonna
get
go
it.
for frags.
3 kills.
There's Pete.
2 kills
This
to the
is-
godlike. 1 kill
There's
to the
one.
godlike.
12 seconds.
If I was red team, I'd just be hiding.
There is.
Yeah.
Is he gonna hit it? There it is. With 5 seconds remaining, Blair hits the godlike. Oh wow, what a finish! Not as far as the
Pete
points
is
were,
sick.
but for Blair. That reconnect was so huge. I seriously think he got on his alt account, guys.
Yeah.
Something.
I think the Euro team was feeling a bit dejected after the second map too, so...
Well, that's going to boost them back up, so maybe we'll see a well-played Tempest. As Europeans pretty much at the end there ran away with it.
Are you going to be in for Tempest, Humpty?
No. Don't think so, no. Not today.
Tomorrow.
What do we say to the god of death? Not today. The Europeans getting on the board. 2-1 in maps. We'll go to map 4, which is the North American second pick, Tempest, to see if the Europeans can force a tiebreaker. What do we know what the tiebreaker is yet? Does anybody know? Or will it be elimination?
Elimination.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So what are the potential maps? What are the remaining maps
I don't know if
that it could be?
like Peak, Surfing, Malden.
Is Deck on there?
Garden.
I'm not sure, a Garden Deck, maybe? Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so plenty of sDOM staples, still potential. I'd personally
I don't know
like
if
to see
they'll
Peak.
go for the... Yeah, I don't know if they'd go for the gentleman's agreement and just pick Peak.
That would be great.
I think I really got to give a shout out to Bug on that map. We talked about both Bled and Monk's amp runs, which helped the game, but Bug dominated corner, and
Yeah, he pretty much shut down there.
even against Pete, and I realized that switch was kind of after they had already conceded the map, but even against Pete, he still held strong on corner.
And that is what allowed them to get so many amps. His control
That's true.
of
That's
that
true.
corner position. And I think you can accredit some of that to Red being slow on the rotates.
Yep.
But in general, yeah, Rain just getting beat handedly in that corner spot by Bug.
I don't know who's gonna play what here. I know Rummy doesn't like this map, that's his worst map.
I'm surprised Spidey hasn't made an appearance in
Yeah.
Or maybe they
Pretty
need
sure
the incredible
Fear's gonna
Paco
be
back.
playing top. I think Pete will play low.
Yeah, who's going to contest Fear up top? I mean,
I'd imagine Blair and Monk's
Bled,
supporting,
Monk,
I'd imagine.
support,
Yeah.
supporting from
Someone
the
was
armor spot.
saying that Bled plays armor, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
Bled plays armor is what he's told me.
I would
think-
still
I
think
think
he'd
that
play
was-
top.
Mike will be going for the amps regardless.
Red team was a bit explosive on that map. I felt like I'd come in here and
Was the team speak entertaining?
the team speak was entertaining. I will say that much. I find with Shog domination, I think everybody who's played it knows it, that
Oh,
like when
God.
things are going good, they're just amazing. It's like I can't even explain, but when things are going poorly,
Make sure.
Did you hear my shout out, Paco? Just they mentioned they subbed you out, they lost.
well, what can I say? I'm undefeated.
In the All-Star game, you are. So maybe we
Undefeated
should
in the
drop in
All-Star.
on the team
Are
speak
you
at some
going back
point.
in now or no?
Absolutely not. I'm undefeated.
Quit while you're on top, man.
But right now I'm undefeated. I go back if I win again. I mean, it's just another win under my belt. But if I go back and I lose,
That's it. No
I
more
don't know.
undefeated.
I don't know. A true champion always jumps back into the ring.
Well, let's
Well, I'm
put
not
it
a
this
true
way,
champion if
Paco.
you
If
look
it
at my
goes to a
GlobalUnreal
tiebreaker,
history.
for the sake of
What I
Team
can
North
right now.
America, will you go in if a tiebreaker is needed?
I mean, if they need me, I'll hop in. But I've just been more enjoying watching the stream and listening to the team speak. Quite entertaining.
I think we should drop in on the team speak if it gets to be.
As I said, it was at the beginning. It was at
I
the
think
beginning when
the-
Bug was just dominating Rain. Like Fear was like, "The fuck are you doing, Rain?"
He's probably like, "It's Bug, man. Why can't you kill a fucking bug?"
Bug is playing really, really well, though. I'll say that much. I mean, his
I'm
aim
not-
was spot on Typhoon, and he was doing real nice on.
I don't know if Fear should be
Literally.
doing the yelling there after that game either.
Well, I mean, Fear was
Just about
getting
himself.
gangbanged due to the
Yeah.
double team. Like, he wasn't able to rotate, and I mean, I think there were issues with the timing. So, that's another thing about sDOM, too. I mean, you can have really poor stats, but it's not always your fault. Like, if you're getting doubled, if they're controlling the power-ups.
Yeah, I think Fear's
not much you can
probably
do.
pretty much the only one on
Likewise,
that
you
team that's
can-
gonna be doing the timing.
You can get dominated, but if you're on a solo point, you might still end up top of the stats at the end of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Also, on the note of timing, we had Unreal shots in for map 1, and we're like, shots, time. He's like, I don't time. And we're like, just do +5. Can you do +5? He's like, yeah, but I don't have a timer on my game. I was like, dude, you play without a clock? So, that was kind of funny. He didn't have the clock. Like, you know how it counts down?
Right.
Right.
yeah,
why
yeah.
wouldn't he have a clock?
I don't know. I guess
Well,
maybe...
think of it this way: if all you play is Instagib, what do you need a clock for?
Oh, you want to know how
You
much
want to
time
know how much
there is
time's
for
left?
me? Like, I want
I
to know
guess,
if I should
yeah.
be pushing.
You can hit
etc.
F1 for that.
Yeah, but I feel like it's
Yes.
easier to have the thing top right. I
Well,
like
I think
seeing
some
that.
of
It
us
helps
weapon
me-
players, we take timing for granted because it's expected of everyone.
Yeah. I think
I mean-
looking at the American team now, though, I think Fear's the only one doing any timing like reliably.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a good
Rummy
point.
can time. Rummy can time. He's all right.
Rummy can time, but he does it kind of internally. When I've played with him, he doesn't actually call out the time or call it the
True,
next
true.
time.
And that's huge for your teammates, particularly like we saw on the previous map, because you can't be calling it when it's up. You need to be calling it ahead of time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so the
you need
rotates
15
to
seconds.
come.
Like
Yeah.
people can't fly there. They need to know in advance. So,
Especially when you're talking about a power up as crucial as the amp.
I think this map's gonna depend on who gets the first amp a lot.
honestly,
Good amp, clean amp.
I don't think so. I think with the new meta of doubling high point, I mean, I think yes, but it's not like before. Like,
Wait, is that a
old
real
times-
thing? Are they doubling high now? The last time I played this about a week ago, it was double armor.
No, well, if you double armor, that's just a waste. I mean, if a guy's dominating up high, you need help.
There's
and
so
so-
many more power ups, accessible high,
Yeah,
risk my expertise high.
Control the boots.
especially because if a guy's set high, it's impossible to take back. So
Yeah, it's
Um,
really hard.
I don't
So-
disagree with it. I've just never seen it done.
yeah, no, that's where things were going at the end of last season too, and I think they've sort of continued on. I mean, if you play a pug with Meep and Creek, then maybe you double them on armor, but
Is that a shot?
maybe.
Creek's actually
Shots
pretty
fired.
strong in sDOM.
Is he? I heard
Creek
got
is.
better overnight. So.
Yeah.
I know we
Kinda
played
you,
against
Freaky.
Meep, you saw him got 5 kills on you, and Paco was screaming beating, so...
Yeah, he was cheating. I swear to God. Man, the man is I mean, he has a log under his belt, but I mean, like, he was
Really?
just quad tapping me. I think it was a couple. He was just like quadding, quintuple tapping me non-stop, and then I started spamming. I'm like, Meep, demo. And he didn't demo, but he didn't show me much. So.
Just watching Ren and Rami practicing booting here, it's not going so well.
Yeah, I'm watching this. It's pretty bad looking, actually.
The only thing that I can really contribute on this map is I'm actually really good at boosting. Like, guy dodges, I can shoot him up before he even jumps.
That's
Game's
huge
starting
in a
late
lot
this
of
year.
points on sDOM. Like old and high.
Yeah.
The boosting here is not going so well, like 7 jumps, then he
my
shoots
only-
and misses.
My only problem is, like, frag-wise, probably not great. I mean, I could double high with fear, I guess, but probably not the best position.
Well, I'm interested to see this double high.
Well, you don't,
I
you
want
don't have
to-
them, like, too high. You have the guy sort of at the bend where he can, like, look and take pot shots in
Oh
armor.
yeah.
And sort of he
Yeah.
controls, like, where the guy tries to come up. I mean, it really makes sense if you have a guy who's able to get a good foothold there.
It's like...
All right, here's
Okay,
the
yeah,
spawn
good
in.
spawn
It's
in.
gonna go
Lots
to
of blue
blue
around the
boots
boots.
first, and he's
I think
actually
it
gonna
was
run over toward
Monk.
Keg. I think
I think it's Monk or Blair, I'm sure.
belt is on
Blair,
fear.
Blair's coming in.
Boots
low
are
now,
down.
Get boots. No, he's still got him. He's jumping now.
Oh, he
You
did.
got
There he
it.
goes.
Yeah, you got him. He took the keg and went lower.
So good play by Black getting the Keg and the amp.
Got
He's gonna
himself set
eliminate
up high.
Rain. So I think that's Rain and Fear high. Is that true?
Looks
I
like
don't
it.
Fear eliminated immediately.
Looks like Monk.
Oh my God, Blair's
Uh,
aim is on point. He's actually going over to the armor point to grab armor this time. Checks mid.
I
Take a
think
shot
by the armor
whiffed.
too.
Eliminates Rain.
That's sure that's the smartest strategy.
No, you can get gang bangs on
Yeah.
armor.
Gonna
Oh,
Just
no
like
way,
that.
Couldn't do it. Rain's gonna get him.
I think I would have stayed up high rather than going with the armor there.
Yeah, I don't know what that this is. Maybe that's where he's playing, but they just wanted to give it to him first, and maybe EU wants to play without the amp. I don't know, but looks like they've taken the early lead at 20-11.
Fear mistiming the boots there, walked away just for a second. Monk dropped in and took him. Fear was able to kill
Whoa.
him, but still, boot timing is going to be huge on this map. Because like you said, it allows you to pick up the amp without needing the boost.
Yep. Pete against Bug down low.
And
It's
even when
dangerous.
amp's not up, it allows you to get back to high point so easy.
Yeah.
Getting knocked off high is like 2-3 seconds. Well, more than that. 5-10 seconds of of missing the point.
Not to mention, they know if you don't have boots, pretty much where you're coming from to get back up there.
Blair's going to set himself up for the next down, taking a keg, gonna go back for the boots.
Yeah, they're gonna need it though, because look, the score is almost equalized because Red has been controlling both armor and high.
He's got himself an armor and keg, he's just setting himself up high for boots now.
Yeah, it's been one blue guy trying to take high away from Fear and Rain.
Seconds too.
Boots are gonna go to, I believe that is Fear.
Boost. Oh, they botched it. Boosting that now.
And they need to get there quickly because Fear's gonna jump up and get it from low. There he goes, snaked away. He's gonna go low. He's gonna try and boot up and check the keg. Keg is not up because I think someone said Bled took it earlier.
Yeah, he said took it early.
Here is back up high. He's gonna numb up some vials, so he's got at least 3 hits on him. Actually, he only has 98 health. Gonna find Boots. Ouch! Gonna get away.
Yep.
No, it loses Boots.
He's
Hit
got
once,
one hit.
hits the thigh pads. Gets hit again. Nails Monk. He's got
Doesn't
10
get away.
health.
Barely made it away there. Barely. 10 HP still.
They gotta shut him down quickly.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
needs to stack
they've
back
lost-
up.
America's lost time on the keg because he just checked it again and it wasn't there. He's gonna boot up. Nice tag his point again. Gets shot in the foot twice. And Monk eliminates that amp fairly quickly. And we're all tied up at 46-46. Fear grabbing Boots. Go back on high.
Pretty
I'm watching
even
low,
between Pete and Bug at low tunnel. 7 to 13.
Pete has been winning it. It's 17 to 13.
Or 17, yeah. The low tunnel covers up it a little bit. Yeah, so he's only ahead by 3. But that's much better than the last map when Bug was just dominating quarter against Rain. So I think they feel like that's a better matchup, Pete against Bug.
Armor is going slightly in the favor of Rummy. 16 to 14.
Next time
Rain's
should
got
be in
2.
about 15-20 seconds too.
Le has 3 on armor. I think,
He just got himself some boots ready for the Zam coming out.
yeah. You're playing high, and Rain's I think is kind of on the roam. Blair's definitely on the roam.
Dead even right now on points.
I don't know if he's got a good time on the amp. It should be up very soon.
Fear should have time on the amp because he grabbed it last time. He's hit twice. He's about to lose these boots.
Oh,
He does.
Huge kill by Monk there up high.
Amp
Amp
And
just
Amp
saw.
just came up, and Fear is like, oh, how did I let that happen?
He's going in for it now.
But look at this, a momentary triple hold for Red Team. Didn't last too long as Hyperch goes back to blue. It's so close, neck and neck. Just 1 point differential back and forth.
Yeah. I'm
Wait
surprised
on
actually
those
Red
boots.
isn't bleeding here because they're trying to focus a lot on this amp.
Ooh, we've got to get some
69.
people over for the boots.
Tempted
now.
to
They're gonna try and
See if they
boost
can
for it.
build
Oh,
some.
they're talking about it. They couldn't really get it together. Oh my god, Red storms in and kills 2 of them.
That's the thing about this boost. It's so awkward, so difficult to set
Yeah.
up.
There we go.
And-
Amp going to Red.
Really not though, their coordination.
You can see them look at each other for a minute, being like, okay, what are you doing? Fear on the run though with this amp, trying to get away from 2 blue guys. Tried to go through there to the thighs, couldn't do it. He's got 48 health. Takes down Bleh, messes up his jump, and he's out of booties now. The Lashes are no longer on his feet. Gives
Going
up
in
a
for the
health
belt.
pack. So he's got 100 health.
Alright,
Oh,
he's got
there's
the
the belt.
There's the belt.
Big pickup from Fear. Let's see if he can leverage this belt amp.
Okay,
They gotta
not
shut
up.
down quickly here.
Monk gets shot, unable to stop him. That point is Red thanks to Rain. Here is now going to try to assert some dominance up high. Really hurt some feelings as he hurts Monk. Takes 1 shot from Bleh. Bleh's then gone. Ooh, missed an easy one on Monk. There he goes. Killing spree on the Fear. Fear's going to get the booties. Now he can move around so much faster. Still no timing on Keg, I think. Checked it again.
I think this is what North America was looking for. Fear trying to get stacked up to kind of assert his dominance, I guess, on this map and try to make an impact. As right now they only have 1 point. Now 2, they take control of low tunnel, but it's
They've
so
gotta shut it down
close.
quickly here.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
really need to start using this to
He's
get
up
a
to
point lead.
156, going for the second belt.
Wow, this guy is going crazy. But now what happens is Rain can now just like hang out at armor. So he's actually going to run over to armor, gets Bled, steals the armor back for himself, charging his belt. Takes 1 shot from Monk. Monk is shot in the back by Rain.
So in a span of 10
95.
seconds, Fear impacted all 3 points on the map.
Yep, and that's given them the slight lead. 99-96. Now they're hitting 100 for the first one. There's the rampage.
Kill.
Monk tried to sneak up on him, didn't happen. Gives Fear a doubles.
Like stamps just spawned again too. I
And
don't know if
he's
they
keeping an eye on the boots, and you know, it might have been good if he actually let the.
I think they forgot about the amp. It's been up for like 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, I
now.
was gonna say if he left those boots for his teammate, he probably could have had a double amp here.
Leg going down. They see it now.
Yeah, if he realizes it's
At this point, he's probably just gonna try to retake it to prevent blue because he does have the boots. Maybe
Yeah.
not. He's actually gonna leave it up.
Rain's
I
waiting
guess.
down on. Rain's waiting down there on the boots spawn.
Belt goes over to Fear. This time Fear now swarming around the map. He's going to check this keg real quick. It's not up. It's the dominating by shooting Monk. I think Rain, did he get boots?
No,
He died instantly. I think Blue gonna try to boost here. No, the booster ran
Here's
away.
going to come
Booster
in and
ran
try
away,
to
yeah.
interrupt the party. It happens. There's the double kill. They're going to
Could we
try
see
to
a
boost
double
it.
amp?
No!
Oh, they missed it.
They also missed the amp. Fear's going to get out of there. He's going to skedaddle on out of there with the belt. He's going to tag his point real quick. 123 to 107 through all his shenanigans.
There's the boots. He's gonna get him
Circa
from
running
Rain.
away with it. No, he missed the jump.
Oh my god.
Oh, Monk
Just
sniff that one out.
All these top players here, none of them can boost.
Or jump with boots, apparently.
Yeah, all they gotta do is.
He got bumped backwards and jumped twice and hit his head. Anyway, Fear going to cause some shenanigans over at Armor.
Blue got the amp.
Oh, amp on amp? What?
Yeah.
Fear retaking the belt. Who got the amp for blue?
He's belt
Blay
199.
got him.
Oh,
He
Bled died.
just took armor. No, he's got amp. He
Oh, man.
just took armor.
Amp on amp violence, but this time Fear has everything.
gotta
He's
go-
got shield
he's-
belt and
yeah.
keg.
Blaze
he
gotta
didn't
go
get
over
keg.
there. Gotta get
He's
over
got
there and kill it.
199 already.
Blaze looking for the booties. There's the keg. Now he's going to get it. Bleh. Has,
Oh my god, it's 199
gotta
amp
challenge
versus
him,
199 amp. Here they come, they're coming at each other now. There's a bunch of red guys in the way though. This is
Remy's chasing him
unfair.
down.
Highly unfair. Uh-oh, Fear is contested from the other side. Fear hasn't been hit yet though. He's gonna boot back up.
This has been a
Giving Bless
really
alive?
longest amp
Blay
run
went
of the
down.
match right now on Fear.
And
I
it
appreciate
completely
that.
swung the map. They were down by about 10, and now they're up by 20.
And there's the unstoppable for Fear. 4 away from Godlike with that kill on Bled. And just completely stacked. Like you said, untouched.
Double kill.
Into double kill, now 2 away.
Yeah, he's
Honestly,
actually
even if it gives up like 10, 15, 20 minutes, I'll just put everyone on. Make sure they gotta take him down.
yeah, they stopped his belt this time. He's been hit twice. Somebody grab the belt. He's gonna get armor recharge a little bit though. These
Running away.
boots.
I tell you now.
Yeah. All he gotta do is stay alive, and he's just annoying the crap out of everybody.
And on top of all the other power-ups, he's gotten almost every boot in the meantime.
Yeah, belt finally gone for Fear.
But I think he has a full armor because he picked up armor recently.
Yeah, he does. Few more for Wicked Sick.
Does that even on the servers? I don't think it is.
It should be. Or is it? Maybe it's brutalizing.
Yeah, brutalizing opposition, I think is what it is, yeah.
Amp up again. Revenix hits him a bunch of times. He's down to 49 health. They could actually stop this.
Good chance now. They gotta shut him down.
Monk finally
Cakes
takes
up
them.
too and down.
But they're gonna go straight back for this amp.
Brain got
You're
the
running
boots, I
over-
think.
Monk's going over there for the keg. I think Monk got them. He got keg. He's going down low. He's gonna boot up there in a second.
So, yo, they need to stop.
Yeah,
There's a
Monk's
battle. There he
gonna get
goes. Monk's gonna get it. He's gonna shoot Fear in the face. He takes 1 hit. Monk's gonna tag the point. Oh, I switched past him. Dang it. There we go. There we go. He's up at high. Now this is it. He needs to make something happen immediately. 171 to 151. 3 hits
Oh,
on Monk
shut
from
down.
Rain.
Rain,
Rain goes big
wow.
and shuts that down. Ouch, that stinks. Now your team is like, ah.
Take a look at the stat line. Pete is just kind of slowly pulling away from Bug over at the
Right.
low tunnel. 59 to 44, so you know,
For how long-
15-point lead there. That's pretty big.
For how long Fear had the amp there? It didn't really do that much damage on the high and armor points. If Pete's winning below that by that much.
Well, they were even when he got it, and then that swung it.
Yeah, but it's only like an 8-point swing. If Pete's winning,
Right.
beating
Right.
Bug down low by that many.
There was a lot of roaming by Fear, getting power-ups, and so maybe during those points, the 2-on-1 at Rain
Yeah.
and High is what covered that little bit of difference.
Bug. High fragging again this map at 41. Got 51 now. 48. Hey, what's going on over at Armor? Rummy's got 46. Ravenix's got 48. So Ravenix above just a little tiny bit, but Blez got 22 and Rain's only got 7 over at armor. So maybe that's what's causing some more score changes.
That's a total of 72 for Euros and add 53 for North America at armor.
100 hit by America this time.
Amps up, boosting for it.
Ooh, they got it.
You got it.
Belt down.
Belt.
Lost his belt.
So he's running over the thigh pads. Ooh, 180 on Blair. Can't 180 that wall though. It runs into it by accident. He's down to 10 health. Gonna go check on Keg. I think he has time on it. I believe he ran past it the other time. Actually, he might not because he didn't pick it up because he had full health. Go run around the map here. Check on Belt. Not here. See what's going on in armor. Surprise, Ravenix. Hey, I'm purple. Now you're dead. Finds Blair. Shoots Blair. Finds Monk. A nice 180. Gets himself boots. Self some thigh pads. Up. Grabs his point back. Try and cause some more havoc. Ooh, Monk was gonna jump.
Double kill.
Shot. Monk double killed. Ravenix is gonna shut that one down. And Sphere got sandwiched trying to run back over to the belt.
Still like a 20-point lead for North America though. Still plenty of time though for Europe to come back.
Yeah.
One
7
dominating
minutes.
amp run will change that.
Definitely even it up. What is he saying? Raffle Nollies? That was? Anyway. 226, 196, America in the lead. This is match point, map point, game point, set point, whatever we want to call it. For them?
All of the above.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely do or die for Team Europe. They trying to win this to force a tiebreaker, which will be chosen by elimination of the remaining maps. But North America is starting to run away with this one.
Yeah, it seems...
Really on the back of that amp run that Fear had, that prolonged amp run he had kind of in the middle of the game.
Yeah, and I think it was pointed out that Pete's starting to win low a little bit also, so that's going to add a little bit more.
It's
As
like 12 up.
Yeah, he stayed
they're going to
in
boost
10
for the
to
amp.
15
Ooh, that
range.
is a belt amp going to Fear again. They're just feeding this guy the purple drink. And he's going to grab thigh pads, come up the lift, back up to high.
He's on that lean.
Something. And now, you know, Blue has got to be like feeling bad. I mean, like this guy keeps getting amps, keeps
They gotta,
just
gotta
going
get
crazy.
the time on the amp a bit better.
They gotta get the time on the boots as well.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's-
boots stats are tracked on here, but I feel like Red's dominated the boot control.
Yeah.
Good job of
It's-
cutting that amp run short.
Yeah, Monk actually shut it down finally. I think Bleh and Monk both hit it multiple times, and then finally Fear tried to come up a lift and got shot. But yeah, you're right. I mean, power-up control is definitely going America's favor right now.
There's a belt pickup by Ravenix moving back over to the armor.
Yeah, Fear actually just took the keg. Knocked off his point, but it still stayed red. As America now at 260 to 223.
Why isn't
4
it
minutes
the
and a half?
belts and amps? It's not that. I thought Red had a lot more amps. Only 57% to 42%, 43%.
Yeah, it's just they've done a lot more with them. As you see the time, I think Fear is at almost 450 now amp time.
Quite a bit of amp time.
Versus not even 100 from Euro.
Another triple hold for Red Team right now. Cut short by Armor getting picked up.
Yeah, now they're fighting over boots a lot more. Everybody's thinking that boots is everything right now. It's actually going to go to Blue this time, stealing it away from Fear, who's had boots on almost the entire map, it seems like. As somebody on Red failed to jump.
There's an amp pickup from Bleh. This is going to probably be their last-ditch effort, I think, with about 3:40 on the clock, down by 37
Gotta hold
points.
this.
Yeah, Black has 2 hits in him, 1 hit in him. It's
Nice
a
boot
rampage.
jump shot there to hit the rampage.
Yep, he's gonna go check on Keg now, I think. Wants to get stacked up. There he goes. He's gonna no! He gets denied off the Keg.
Double teamed. Who was that? Rummy and was that
Rummy and
Fear?
Yeah, that's gotta
That was
be
huge.
disheartening.
I mean, that was.
That's a
That's been
backbreaker
the
right
game
there.
right there.
Yeah.
3 minutes remaining as Blad loses the amp trying to get Keg. So close.
That's just smart awareness by Team North America, knowing that he's got the amp. He's going to be looking for whatever power-ups he can get. Belt was unavailable. They knew Keg was either up or coming up, so they contested it with 2 and prevented him from getting it. I mean, that's just textbook shock dom right there.
Yeah, good plays. Good power-up control. I think that's really what it turns out. That's what looking like Tempest is all about, that control. What's there. Something I guess I wanted to point out even on Nitro is I like the points where even if it's a solo, but something super major to control is on it. So that means extra people keep coming to your point, so it's not just a 1v1.
Yeah.
Like in Nitro, like, oh, I'll be alone at corner for a while, and then suddenly amps up, and now it's a party! And then same thing in with Boots. I mean, everybody kind of goes away, and then we got to come back and fight over Boots constantly. It adds something. I like it.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Fear getting a little bit of double teamed up high. 2-minute drill, and looks like North America might run away with this one in 4.
Yeah,
Or
they're about
3.
to hit 300. Well, 4 maps played, 3 wins. For America, 145. 303, 278. I think this was pretty exciting.
Yeah, I mean, good games, though. A lot of high-level play, exciting moments. Good amp runs. Really a good representation of sDOM.
Yes. I believe that's what they were going for, showing everybody what sDOM is about. It's a whole nother level of pressure when you're playing it, because UT99 is fast. Such a fast-paced game.
Yeah, it's kind of blends the elements of 1v1 and team games together.
Yeah. I think sDOM was one of my favorite mods, gotta admit.
It definitely has grown on me a lot. I was very skeptical to start.
Yeah, because it sounds weird. What do you mean I only get shock primary?
Yeah, what are you talking about? I can't combo? Nuts to you.
320, 294, 39 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much in
America.
garbage time now. North America going to sew this one up. And they did it on the backs of some nice coordination, good amp runs, and surprisingly awkward boosting on this map. You guys need to work on that.
That's some terrible boosting.
Yeah.
And they really, the point that they dominated was the high perch point. If you add up,
I think where the
Rummy's
last
got a
it
few
was,
points there.
Rin helped high a lot more than you helped armor. Like demolished double high, whereas Europe had 2 more and less on armor.
Yeah, Ravenix, big numbers on armor, but not enough.
Okay, good games, everybody. America's going to take it in 4? Wait, in 3?
4 maps.
4 maps.
3-1.
3 wins. Work on that. Anyway, good games. Well played, everybody. Season starts soon. I don't know the exact when, but signups are open now. Want to sign up for Shock Domination?
Yeah, I will actually show that on the stream now, so I'll show you guys where you can go if you're interested in, playing, participating in this tournament, or if maybe you just want to keep informed and watch, for future games if you enjoyed watching this one. So let me bring it up for you. So you head on over to GlobalUnreal.com. There's a little nav bar at the top. You want to go to the league's sDOM 2, and the only link is sign up. Click on that. Actually, I'll post it in the YouTube chat as well, so you guys can, for you folks that are lazy. Oh, comments can't contain links. Okay, sorry, YouTube with all their rules and stuff. Apparently, I can't post a link. But there you go. You head to that link. You can see it on the stream. You can sign up for sDOM 2, which will be starting soon. We don't know when, but probably in the next couple weeks, I would think they'll probably have the draft, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming so. I mean, I don't know for sure. To be honest, I haven't been paying all that much attention. I've been pugging a lot, but I haven't been paying too much attention to the site.
It's early.
But it
It's only
shouldn't be
been
too
about a
long.
week or two, and I think we've already got 74 players signed up. Pretty much all the guys who you just saw play or signed up. A lot of them will be captains, so you'll get a chance if you get drafted by these guys to learn from them, and that's the cool thing about a mod that's kind of not new, but new to the competitive community. At least some of these guys. So
Yeah, I think it was on Clan Base for a while, but I don't think it's been active for a
yeah, I
long
think
time.
a lot of the Euros played it, but I don't know how big it was in North America.
Probably not too big. This is first. To be honest, the first season was the first time I really played it. But I like it. It's a change of pace from Insta CTF, and they do have dev games. So if you're new, you can still be picked up and still played on the development games.
Yeah, that's how I actually started in the first season. I didn't know the game
Yeah.
really that much, and played in some dev games, and then eventually started playing in the reg matches. So
Right. And
great system.
last season too, I was drafted by Bear, and then Bear just disappeared the first like 3 or 4 weeks of the season. And so when your captain disappears, it doesn't help out. But we had a lot of good dev players step up. Exit was one of them who turned out to be a really strong sDOM player, but at a dev price. So
that's the
we were
thing.
able-
Like a lot
we
of
were
you
able
guys
to
may
see
not
a
even
lot of
realize you could be an
Yeah.
sDOM prodigy. Just give it a
Yep.
chance. You could be the next Neo. You're like the one for sDOM. You just don't even realize it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think I'm better at sDOM than I am at CTF. So, I mean, it's a different play style.
Yeah, it really is a different different meta, like you said.
the season.
Well, I'm gonna get something to eat.
Well, we
Pretty
thank you
hungry.
for casting this, Grin. Sorry I had to bail a little bit on the first map. That was kind
Nah,
of
it's all right.
out of my control, and I'm glad you guys shouldered the load. But
I was just hoping that you were still streaming and I wasn't casting to nobody because I didn't have the stream up.
I came back every like few minutes and would try to change because I'd just watch somebody, like I'd leave it on Bled or leave it on Fear, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna show Paco some love on statues. Yeah, it wasn't ideal, but it was definitely going. So
That's cool.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. We'll see you guys, I guess, next Sunday. We're not really sure what specifically we have on the docket, but hopefully some more 1v1 games, and obviously that RAF CTF thing's going on as well. But thanks for tuning in. Grins for casting, IR for joining in as well, and also had Monk in here. We had Brett earlier, a little bit of Paco, all kinds of people joining. It was a lot of fun. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Sign up for sDOM2, globalunreal.com, and we'll catch you guys next time. Until then, peace out.